Welcome, dear soul. You found a safe place for your spirit to rest tonight. No matter how heavy your thoughts have been, no matter what this day has brought, right now, in this very moment, you are surrounded by peace. Let the weight of the world fall from your shoulders. You don't have to carry it into sleep. This time is just for you, and for the quiet voice of God that whispers peace into weary hearts. Tonight, we'll gently walk through the sacred words of the Psalms, a collection of songs, prayers, and poems that have comforted the hearts of millions for thousands of years. Words that were written in darkness, and yet full of light. Words that speak to the anxious, the lonely, the grateful, and the broken. And here, you don't need to read the Psalms, you only need to receive them. Let the words flow over you like a warm blanket. Let your mind breathe. Let your heart rest. If this space brings you peace, if you find comfort here in God's Word, I gently invite you to subscribe to this channel, not just to follow videos, but to build a little sanctuary in your night, a place you can return to whenever you need peace, prayer, or just someone reading softly in the quiet hours. Clicking that subscribe button is like leaving a light on for your soul, so every time you return, the door is already open. Now, breathe in slowly, hold it, and let go. This is your sacred pause, your reset, your invitation to rest with God beside you. Let us begin. Tonight, as you prepare to rest, let your heart be open to the wisdom of Psalm 1. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, nor sit in the company of mockers. Instead, their delight is in the law of the Lord, and they meditate on His word day and night. Imagine a tree planted by streams of water, deep roots drinking in life-giving nourishment, leaves flourishing in quiet strength, never fearing drought. That is the life of one who trusts in God's ways. As you settle down, picture yourself like that tree, your roots growing deep into the soil of God's truth, your branches reaching toward peace. The world's distractions and troubles are distant now, unable to shake your calm. You are steady, held firm by something unshakable. The wicked, by contrast, are like chaff blown away by the wind, unstable, restless, fading. But you, dear listener, are invited to be the tree, the steady soul that flourishes in quiet trust. Let this truth wash over you like a gentle stream, soothing your mind, calming your heart. Now, as your breath slows, repeat quietly, I am rooted in God's love. I am steady and calm. I delight in His peace. I will rest well tonight. Let these words be your lullaby as you drift into deep, peaceful sleep. Now, as you listen softly, let us turn to Psalm 2. Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth rise up, and the rulers gather together against the Lord and His anointed one. But the one who sits in heaven laughs, holding all their plans with ease. He speaks with power, saying, You are my son. Today I have become your father. As you lie down to rest, imagine this powerful love surrounding you, a steady force greater than any fear or worry. God's protection is like a quiet fortress, holding you safe even when the world feels loud and uncertain. You do not need to fear the chaos outside. God's sovereignty is your shield and your peace. Blessed are all who take refuge in Him, who find their rest in His loving arms. As you breathe slowly, picture yourself safe in His care, shielded from harm, cradled in calm. Let the knowledge that God rules over all bring peace to your heart tonight. Whisper gently to yourself, I am safe in God's hands. His love surrounds me. His power protects me. I will rest peacefully. Let these words settle deep within you as your body relaxes and your mind drifts gently into a calm, restful sleep. As you grow more relaxed, let us now turn to Psalm 3. Lord, how many are my foes? Many rise against me, saying, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to you, and you answer me from your holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not be afraid of tens of thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Feel the protection of Psalm 3 gently wrapping around you now. Like a warm shield, God's presence guards your heart and mind, keeping you safe from all harm. Imagine resting peacefully under His care, knowing He is watching over you even as you close your eyes. The enemies of fear and worry cannot touch you here. Allow yourself to feel calm as you breathe in the safety of God's embrace. The steady rise and fall of your breath matches the steady strength of His love. No matter how many troubles surround, you are lifted up and held secure by the one who never sleeps. Say quietly, the Lord is my shield. He lifts me up. I am safe. I am calm. I am at peace. Let these words carry you gently into restful, renewing sleep. Now, as you prepare to drift deeper into rest, listen to the words of Psalm 4. When I call, hear me, God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. How long, people, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek falsehood? But know that the Lord has set apart the faithful for Himself. The Lord hears when I call to Him. Let this psalm be a soft whisper in your heart tonight. Imagine the quiet confidence of one who knows they are heard by God. Feel the calm assurance that no matter what troubles come your way, you have a refuge in Him. Let your worries fade like shadows at dawn, replaced by the gentle light of His peace. As you breathe slowly, picture yourself surrounded by this loving presence, a safe haven where your spirit can rest fully. You can lay down your cares and find joy that is deeper than any circumstance. There, your heart is lifted, and you can sleep soundly, trusting completely. Whisper gently, Lord, you hear me, you hold me, you give me peace. I rest in your love. Let these words flow over you as your body relaxes and your mind eases into peaceful sleep. As you settle deeper into the quiet of the night, let your mind focus on the words of Psalm 4. When I call, hear me, God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. There is a gentle power in these words, a reminder that God listens closely when we reach out to Him, especially in our moments of trouble and weariness. Take a deep breath and feel the weight of the day begin to lift from your shoulders. Imagine the cares and worries melting away, like snow under a warm sun. You do not have to carry your burdens alone. God is near, ready to respond to your call with kindness and grace. How long, people, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek falsehood? These words remind us of the restlessness that can fill the human heart, the temptation to chase after things that do not bring true peace. But tonight, you are invited to let go of that restlessness. Instead, find stillness in the truth that God has set apart the faithful for Himself. The Lord hears when I call to Him. Let that truth wash over you like a gentle tide. Picture yourself in a peaceful garden, surrounded by soft light and the quiet songs of night birds. Here, your heart can breathe freely, without fear or rush. The noise of the world fades until all you hear is the steady whisper of God's presence. Now, hear the promise that follows. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your beds, search your hearts and be silent. This call invites you to a moment of honest reflection, but also gentle rest. Let your thoughts slow as you look inward, not to judge or worry, but to find peace. Be silent before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Offer your heart to God as you lie down to sleep. Picture Him calming every anxious thought, soothing every restless feeling. His light shines in the darkness, and in that light there is no room for fear. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Trust is a soft, steady anchor in the storms of life. Feel it steadying your soul as you breathe deeply. The sacrifices of righteousness are not burdens but acts of surrender, giving your worries to God and trusting Him fully. Many say, "Who will show us some good?" Let the light of your face shine on us, Lord. You have filled my heart with greater joy than those who have abundant grain and new wine. Joy, deep and lasting, comes not from the world's treasures but from God's shining presence in our lives. Now, as your body relaxes and your breathing slows, whisper gently to yourself, "Lord, I trust you. Your light fills my heart. I find joy and peace in your presence. I will rest in you tonight." Let these words flow over you like a gentle lullaby, carrying you softly into a deep and peaceful sleep. As you continue to relax and prepare for sleep, turn your heart gently to Psalm 5. Listen as it invites you into a peaceful dialogue with God. Listen to my words, Lord. Consider my sighing. Hear my cry for help, my King and my God. For to you I pray. In the quiet moments before sleep, imagine yourself speaking softly to God, sharing every hope, every fear, every unspoken thought. He listens, always attentive, always near. Lord, in the morning, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. Picture the soft glow of dawn as a symbol of hope, a new beginning even in your dreams. As you breathe calmly, know that God's care surrounds you not only in the daylight, but in every moment of rest and stillness. You are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil cannot dwell with you. The arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. You destroy those who tell lies. Feel the comforting justice of God's presence tonight. Imagine His righteousness like a protective shield around you, guarding your heart against fear and worry. You are safe here in the shelter of His truth. But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you. Let joy rise softly inside you now. Even in quiet moments, there is a song of hope that can brighten the darkest night. Feel that song growing in your heart like a gentle flame, steady and warm. For you, Lord, bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. Imagine yourself wrapped in that shield of favor and love, protected from every troubling thought and restless worry. Let yourself sink deeply into that security, allowing your body to grow heavy and your mind to grow still. As your breath slows and your muscles relax, repeat quietly to yourself, "Lord, I lay my worries down. I am safe in your care. Your favor surrounds me. I rest peacefully in your love." Let these words be a soft blanket, wrapping you in warmth and calm as you drift into a deep, restful sleep. In this quiet moment, imagine reaching out to God with an open heart, just as the psalmist does in Psalm 6. "Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger or discipline me in your wrath. Have mercy on me, Lord, for I am faint. Heal me, Lord, for my bones are in agony." When your body feels heavy with exhaustion and your mind is weighed down by worries, these words remind us to seek God's gentle healing and comfort. Picture yourself lying down, the cares of the day slowly slipping away as a soft light of mercy surrounds you. The psalmist's plea is not one of despair, but of deep trust, a humble call for restoration and peace. Even in moments of weakness, God's mercy is near, ready to soothe every ache of the body and calm every storm in the mind. Turn inward now and feel your heartbeat slow as you breathe in the promise of healing. Imagine your tense muscles relaxing, your breath deepening, your mind quieting as God's mercy fills the room like a warm embrace. The psalmist continues, "My soul is in deep anguish. How long, Lord? How long?" There is freedom in honestly asking, in bringing your pain before God without fear. Rest here in that honesty, knowing that God hears and cares deeply. The night is a time for healing, a time when your soul can be restored. Whisper softly to yourself, "Lord, have mercy. Heal me and renew my strength. In your care, I find rest." Allow these words to cradle you gently as sleep begins to take hold, and peace settles over you like a quiet river. Imagine yourself calling out from the depths of your heart, seeking refuge and justice, just as the psalmist does in Psalm 7. "Lord my God, I take refuge in you. Save and deliver me from all who pursue me." In the stillness of night, picture yourself wrapped in a cloak of divine protection, safe from every fear and threat that troubles your mind. The psalmist trusts God to judge with fairness, to defend the innocent and bring peace to the weary soul. When anxiety or fear creep in, remember that God is your shield and your strength, a refuge where you can lay down your burdens without worry. Feel the comfort of knowing that you are held by a just and loving hand. As you breathe slowly, let go of every tension and doubt. Let the promise of God's protection fill your heart with calm. "Let the wicked retreat in disgrace," the psalmist says, "but let the righteous be glad and rejoice before God." Let joy rise softly inside you, like the gentle warmth of morning light spreading through the darkness. Repeat quietly to yourself, "I am safe in God's care. Justice and peace surround me. I rest deeply in His love." Let these words guide you gently into rest, as your body relaxes and your mind drifts peacefully towards sleep. As night deepens, allow yourself to gently focus on the majesty of God's creation, as the psalmist reflects in Psalm 8. "Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens." Imagine a vast, starlit sky stretching endlessly above you, each star a shining testament to God's incredible power and creativity. The gentle shimmer of the moon, the twinkling stars. They remind us of the boundless universe crafted by God's hands. Think about the wonder that the psalmist felt when considering the heavens. The moon, the stars, the vastness of space, all set perfectly in place, and yet, within that grandeur, God cares deeply for each one of us. What is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them? This question echoes through the ages, inviting you to feel the tender intimacy of God's love. Breathe in slowly and deeply, imagining yourself surrounded by this infinite beauty. You are part of something vast and magnificent, held safely by the Creator who knows you personally. Every breath is a reminder that you belong, you are loved, and you are wonderfully made. Let this awe-filled gratitude fill your heart and calm your mind. As your body relaxes, feel yourself resting under the same sky that the psalmist admired, peaceful and safe. Your worries begin to dissolve, replaced by a deep sense of wonder and peace. Let the majestic stillness of creation soothe your soul as you prepare to drift into restful sleep. Now, let your thoughts turn to the power of gratitude and praise, found in Psalm 9. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. Imagine opening your heart wide, letting the light of thankfulness pour in and fill every corner of your being. Even in moments of difficulty, praise brings a deep, steady peace that anchors the soul. The psalmist declares that God is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Picture yourself wrapped in a soft, protective shield made of God's mercy and strength. No matter what troubles you have faced today, here in this moment, you are safe. Let your mind release its burdens as you imagine this shield glowing warmly around you. Think about the justice and kindness of God. A God who remembers the helpless, who does not forget the cries of the poor. This is a God who cares deeply and acts with compassion. As you breathe calmly, imagine God's justice flowing like a gentle river, washing away fear and worry. Allow your heart to be filled with praise, not just for what God has done, but for who He is, your refuge, your protector, your source of peace. Let this praise rise softly within you like a quiet song, calming every restless thought. As you settle further into relaxation, whisper softly to yourself, "Thank you, Lord, for your faithfulness. You are my refuge and strength. I rest in your peace." Finally, bring your attention to Psalm 10, a prayer that acknowledges the struggles and questions we sometimes face. Why, Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? It is okay to bring these honest questions to God. Even when we feel alone or uncertain, God's presence surrounds us in unseen ways. Picture yourself laying down all your fears and doubts before God, like a child resting their head on a loving parent's shoulder. Though the psalmist wonders about God's seeming silence, there is an unshakable faith that justice and care will come in God's perfect time. Imagine the quiet power of God watching over the world, seeing the pain, the struggles, the hidden tears, and gently moving to bring comfort and healing. Even when life feels heavy, God is near. Feel the reassurance of that presence as you breathe deeply. Let your heart be still, trusting that God's love is constant, even when answers feel distant. Repeat softly to yourself, "Lord, I trust you. In your timing, I find peace. I rest in your loving care. As your body sinks deeper into relaxation, let these words cradle you like a warm embrace, guiding you gently into a peaceful and restorative sleep. Now, as you sink deeper into calm, let your thoughts rest on the trust the psalmist places in God amid uncertainty. Psalm 11 opens with a bold declaration. In the Lord I take refuge. How can you say to me, flee like a bird to the mountains? Imagine yourself safe inside a quiet sanctuary, a peaceful place far from worry, where the troubles of the day cannot reach you. Though voices around you might urge fear or haste, the psalmist's confidence invites you to pause and breathe deeply. Picture the towering mountains rising strong and steadfast, a symbol of God's unshakable protection. No matter how fierce the storm outside, inside this refuge, you are secure. The psalmist reminds us that God watches over the righteous and the upright in heart. His eyes are fixed on you, full of care and vigilance. Take a deep breath in and feel that watchful love settling over your heart. You are seen. You are safe. The foundations of your life are secure in God's hands, like a mighty fortress that no storm can topple. Let this strength and peace wash over you now, quieting every restless thought. Feel your body growing heavier, more relaxed. Trust that God's justice will prevail, and that you can rest in His protection tonight. Whisper softly in your mind, I find refuge in you, Lord. You are my safe place, my shelter in the night. As your breath slows and your body relaxes, turn to the tender hope found in Psalm 12. The psalmist begins with a heartfelt cry. Help, Lord, for no one is faithful anymore. Those who are loyal have vanished from the human race. This honest expression of longing reminds us that even in times when kindness feels scarce, God's love remains pure and unchanging. Imagine a quiet garden in the early morning, dew still, sparkling gently on the leaves. Though the world around may seem harsh or unkind, here in this sacred space, truth and kindness bloom like delicate flowers. God promises to protect the vulnerable and to preserve the faithful with His pure and perfect words. Feel the softness of that promise, like a gentle lullaby sung just for you. Let the sound of God's faithful word wrap around your heart like a warm blanket, soothing fears and worries. As you breathe slowly, feel yourself growing lighter, as if the weight of loneliness or doubt is lifted away. Repeat gently to yourself, Your words, Lord, are pure and faithful. I rest in your promises. You protect me with your love. Let this reassurance settle deeply within you, calming your mind and body as you prepare to drift into peaceful sleep, surrounded by God's unfailing care. Now, focus your mind on the heartfelt prayer of Psalm 13, where the psalmist honestly brings feelings of despair, yet chooses hope. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? It's okay to acknowledge moments of struggle and feeling unseen. This psalm invites us to bring those feelings gently to God, who listens with compassion. Picture yourself sitting quietly by a calm river at twilight, the sky painted with soft purples and blues. The water flows steadily, reminding you that even when answers seem far away, God's love continues flowing endlessly. Feel the quiet strength in the psalmist's words as they turn toward hope. but I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. Let that trust grow within you, like a tiny flame glowing steadily in the dark. Imagine that light expanding warmth throughout your body, easing tension and inviting rest. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with calm, and as you exhale, let go of all fear and doubt. Whisper gently, Lord, I trust in your unfailing love. I find joy and peace in you. Let this hope cradle your heart as you sink deeper into rest. Know that you are never forgotten, never alone, and that God's loving presence is with you, always. As your body sinks further into calm and stillness, let your mind gently turn to Psalm 14. Here the psalmist reflects on the nature of humanity and the hope found in God's salvation. The fool says in his heart, "There is no God. They are corrupt, their deeds are vile. There is no one who does good." Imagine a quiet evening as the sun slips below the horizon, painting the sky with soft shades of pink and gold. Even in moments of darkness and confusion, the psalmist reminds us that God's steadfast love never fades. Take a slow, deep breath and picture yourself wrapped in a comforting cloak of divine protection. Even when the world feels uncertain, God's presence is constant. Feel your heart grow lighter knowing that salvation is near for those who seek Him. Allow this quiet truth to ease any anxiety or restless thoughts. Now, let your mind drift gently into the peaceful teachings of Psalm 15. This psalm invites us to consider the character of those who dwell with God. Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live on your holy mountain? Imagine a serene mountain landscape, cool air brushing softly against your skin, and a gentle breeze rustling through pine trees. In this sacred space, honesty, kindness, and integrity bloom like wildflowers in a quiet meadow. Picture yourself stepping into this holy place where truth and justice guide every step. Feel your body relax even more deeply as you imagine walking with God in perfect peace. With each breath you become more grounded, more connected to this sacred calm. Whisper softly, I seek to live in truth and kindness, guided by your love. Finally, let your thoughts settle into Psalm 16, a psalm of trust and joyful security in God's care. Keep me safe, my God, for in you I take refuge. Visualize a peaceful harbor at dusk, the water still and reflecting the colors of the fading light. In this safe haven, all worries melt away, carried off on gentle waves. Feel the warmth of God's protection like a gentle hand resting on your shoulder, steady and sure. Let the psalmist's words fill you with quiet joy and confidence. You will not let your faithful people see decay. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. Breathe deeply, inhaling peace and exhaling tension. Let this joyful assurance cradle you as you sink deeper into rest, carried softly on the currents of God's unfailing love. As you continue to settle into a quiet space of peace, let your mind open gently to the heartfelt prayer of Psalm 17. The psalmist calls out for protection and justice, speaking with raw honesty and unwavering faith. Hear me, Lord, my plea is just. Listen to my cry, hear my prayer. It does not rise from deceitful lips. Imagine yourself beneath a vast night sky, stars shimmering softly like tiny lanterns scattered across a deep velvet canvas. The stillness, of the night wraps around you like a warm, comforting blanket. In this sacred silence, your voice rises freely, not forced, not rushed, but spoken from the depth of your being, sincere and trusting. Feel the psalmist's yearning as he seeks shelter from those who threaten peace and safety. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings. Picture the gentle flutter of great protective wings unfolding above you, casting a cool, calming shadow that shields you from harm. You are held tenderly, cradled securely. No fear can reach you here. The psalmist describes walking in integrity, living honestly and uprightly in a world often filled with deceit. Feel the lightness of walking this path, step by steady step, guided by a clear inner compass. Imagine each breath you take is in rhythm with this steady walk. Slow, measured, peaceful. He calls on God to awaken like a mighty warrior, to rise and defend the innocent. Let this image fill your mind, a divine guardian rising silently, powerful yet gentle, watching over you as you rest. You can let go of all worries because you are not alone. Every beat of your heart is cradled in the divine care that never sleeps. The psalmist's words continue, "As for me, I shall behold your face in righteousness. When I awake, I shall be satisfied with your likeness." Feel the profound peace in this promise. When the morning comes, awakening will bring joy and fullness, not fear or confusion. Let your breath slow even more as you imagine that awakening, safe and serene, surrounded by the light of God's presence. Tonight, you can rest in this promise. Your soul is protected, your spirit refreshed, and your heart comforted. Allow these images to guide you deeper into stillness and rest. Whisper gently to yourself, "I am held in the shadow of your wings. I walk in integrity, and I am safe in your care. When I awake, I will be satisfied." With every exhale, feel your body grow heavier, your mind quieter, and your heart calm. You are enveloped in divine peace, ready to drift gently into deep, restorative sleep. As you continue to relax, let your mind gently turn to the powerful words of Psalm 18, a song of praise and gratitude for God's mighty protection and unfailing love. Imagine yourself standing on a quiet shore as the sun begins to rise, casting soft golden light over the still water. The world feels fresh, calm, and full of promise. The psalmist begins with a heartfelt declaration, "I love you, Lord, my strength." Feel the strength of those words as if they were a warm embrace surrounding your heart. This strength isn't loud or forceful. It is steady and reliable, like the gentle pulse of your own heartbeat, constant and unwavering. It's the kind of strength that holds you up when life feels heavy, the kind that lifts your spirit when you are weary. Picture yourself walking through a peaceful forest. Each step you take is light and sure, grounded by the unwavering presence of God beside you. As the psalmist sings, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge." Imagine those words as a strong, solid rock beneath your feet, steady, unmovable, and safe. Feel the cool shade of a protective fortress surrounding you, where no harm can come near. You are sheltered from the storms of life, from the worries and fears that may have troubled your mind before. In this place, peace flows freely, like a gentle stream weaving through the trees. The psalmist describes how God's power reaches down from heaven, breaking through the darkness with flashing lightning and rumbling thunder. Though the imagery is dramatic, here it represents a force that dispels fear and chaos, bringing clarity and calm. Feel the tension in your body begin to dissolve, replaced by awe and trust in this mighty, loving protector. As you breathe slowly and deeply, let the words sink in. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. Visualize being gently lifted from turbulent waves, carried safely to solid ground. Let this image bring comfort, knowing that no matter how rough life's seas may become, you are never abandoned. God's hand is always there to lift you up. The psalmist's voice rises in joyful praise. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. This strength is not just physical but spiritual, an inner power that grows from trusting God. Feel this strength building quietly inside you now, a calm confidence that you can face whatever tomorrow brings, wrapped in divine protection. As the psalm concludes, the psalmist shares a profound peace. You make your saving help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. Let your heart rest in this truth. You are shielded by a loving hand, sustained through every moment, never alone. With each breath, imagine yourself sinking deeper into comfort and safety, wrapped in the rock-solid love of God. Whisper softly within your heart, "You are my rock and fortress. In your love, I find strength and peace." Feel your body grow heavier, your mind slower, and your spirit calm. Tonight, let these words cradle you gently as you drift into a deep and restful sleep, secure in the loving arms of your Creator. Now, as you settle even more comfortably into your space of calm, let your thoughts flow softly toward Psalm 19. This beautiful psalm speaks of the wonders of God's creation and the perfect guidance of His Word, a gentle reminder of peace both in the world around us and within our hearts. Picture a clear, starry night stretching endlessly above you. The heavens tell the story of God's glory, shining quietly but powerfully in every twinkle. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Imagine the vast sky as a living tapestry, painted with millions of tiny lights, each one a silent testimony of God's eternal power and creativity. Feel a gentle breeze brush your skin as you gaze upward, your mind growing calm and your heart filled with awe. As your breathing slows, picture the sun rising with soft golden rays that warm your face and illuminate the world. Day after day, they pour forth speech. Night after night, they reveal knowledge. Imagine how the steady passage of time, the rhythm of day and night, carries with it quiet lessons of faithfulness and order, reminders that no matter how chaotic life may feel, there is a steady, loving hand guiding it all. Now, turn your thoughts inward to the perfect law of the Lord, described in the psalm as perfect, refreshing the soul. Feel this refreshing presence flowing through your body like cool water on a hot day, cleansing away any restlessness or worry. The law, or God's Word, is more precious than gold, sweeter than honey dripping from the comb. Imagine tasting that sweetness, a pure, calming comfort that nourishes your spirit. The psalmist speaks of God's commands being radiant, bringing light and clarity. Let these words shine gently into any dark corners of your mind. If there are worries or fears lurking there, Watch as they are softly illuminated and then fade away, replaced by peace. As you breathe deeply, feel the psalmist's honest prayer rise quietly within you. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. There is no rush here, only gentle hope and humility, a desire to rest fully in God's grace. Finally, imagine yourself wrapped in the perfect peace that comes from knowing you are loved completely and forgiven fully. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my Redeemer. Feel that solid rock beneath you once more, firm, enduring, and secure. Let yourself sink into that steady foundation. With each exhale, release any tension you carry, allowing God's truth to fill you completely. Whisper softly within, "Your word refreshes my soul. Your light guides my path. I am safe and at peace." Allow these thoughts to carry you gently into deep, restorative sleep, surrounded by the glory of the heavens and the tender love of God. As you sink deeper into relaxation, your body heavy and your mind quiet, let Psalm 20 gently wash over you like a soothing melody. This psalm is a prayer of blessing and protection, a heartfelt call for God's favor and strength to rest upon those we care about, and now upon you. Picture a peaceful sanctuary, a place where every sound is soft and every light is dimmed just right for rest. Imagine that God's presence fills this sacred space, like a warm, comforting glow wrapping around you. May the Lord answer you when you are in distress. May the name of the God of Jacob protect you. Feel the weight of those words, God's name itself a shield, guarding your heart from worry and fear. The psalmist speaks with confidence and trust. May he send you help from the sanctuary and grant you support from Zion. Visualize this divine help as a gentle hand reaching down from heaven, steady and sure, offering assistance exactly where you need it. Feel yourself relax further into this support, knowing you are held securely. May He remember all your sacrifices and accept your burnt offerings. These words remind us that every effort, every struggle, every prayer is seen and valued. Even now, as you prepare to rest, know that your life's journey is held tenderly in God's hands, worthy of honor and care. The psalm continues with a powerful blessing. May He give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Allow yourself to imagine your deepest desires, peace, healing, rest, being gently fulfilled, one quiet moment at a time. Feel hope bloom softly within you, filling every corner of your being. The closing verses express joyful trust. Now I know that the Lord saves His anointed. He answers him from His holy heaven with the saving power of His right hand. Let this assurance settle deeply inside. You are protected by a love greater than any fear or doubt. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in this divine strength. As you breathe out, release all tension and worry. Whisper softly to yourself, "The Lord is my protector. His power upholds me. I am safe in His care." Allow these peaceful words to carry you further into calmness. Feel your eyelids grow heavy, your breath slow, and your heart at ease. Tonight, rest fully in the loving embrace of God, confident that His blessings surround you like a shield. As your body settles deeper into relaxation and your mind begins to soften, let Psalm 21 surround you with a sense of joyful gratitude and quiet confidence. This psalm is a celebration of God's strength and blessings, reminding us that in His presence we find true security and peace. Imagine yourself standing in a sunlit garden where the air is warm and fragrant and gentle breezes. Stir the leaves above, feel the sunlight touching your skin, filling you with a calm warmth that spreads slowly from your head to your toes. This is a place of peace, where you can let go of all worries and simply be. The psalmist begins by rejoicing in the blessings God has given. The king rejoices in your strength, Lord. How great is his joy in the victories you give. As you listen, feel a quiet joy rise within you, not loud or overwhelming, but steady and comforting, like a soft light glowing steadily in your chest. Imagine that same strength that the psalmist praises flowing gently into you. It is the strength to face each day's challenges with calm courage, the strength to release what you cannot control, and the strength to rest peacefully through the night. Let yourself be filled with that powerful yet gentle energy. The psalm continues, "You have granted him his heart's desire and have not withheld the request of his lips." Think about the desires of your own heart, the hopes for peace, healing, and rest, and imagine God's loving hand guiding those desires into reality. Feel a deep sense of trust and gratitude for the ways God provides, even when they come in quiet, unexpected forms. As the psalmist reflects on God's protection and favor, picture a shield gently rising around you, glowing softly with divine light. This shield holds back fears, doubts, and restless thoughts, creating a safe space for your mind to unwind and your spirit to breathe freely. You have given him his heart's desire and have not withheld the request of his lips. Let these words settle like a comforting whisper in your heart. No matter what today brought, know that you are cared for and watched over. Feel your muscles soften, your breath deepen, and your mind grow peaceful. The psalm closes with a reminder of God's everlasting power and faithfulness. Let that truth wash over you like a soothing wave, calming every part of your being. Surely, you have granted him unending blessings and made him glad with the joy of your presence. Take one last deep breath, inhaling peace, and exhale all tension. Whisper gently to yourself, "In God's presence, I find joy and rest. His strength is my peace." Allow yourself now to drift deeper into sleep, wrapped in the gentle warmth of God's love and protection, knowing you are safe, cherished, and deeply at peace. As you continue to relax, let Psalm 22 gently unfold in your mind like a soft, comforting embrace. This psalm begins with a heartfelt cry, but it moves toward hope and trust, a reminder that even in moments of deep struggle, God's presence is near, offering comfort and strength. Imagine yourself in a quiet, peaceful place where the air is cool and still. You might feel the soft rustling of leaves or hear the distant murmur of a gentle stream. This is a space where you can bring your honest feelings, your worries, and your fears, knowing that they are safe here. The psalmist begins with a profound expression, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me? So far from my cries of anguish?" Let these words remind you that it's okay to feel overwhelmed sometimes, to question and to seek. In these moments, you are not alone. God hears every sigh and every whispered prayer. As you breathe slowly and deeply, imagine that this cry reaches the heavens, where God listens with infinite compassion. Even when things seem dark, know that there is a loving presence watching over you. Feel that presence as a gentle warmth, like sunlight breaking through clouds after a storm. The psalm shifts toward hope. Yet you are enthroned as the Holy One. You are the one Israel praises. Imagine this Holy One sitting quietly on a throne of light, calm and eternal. This light reaches down to you now, touching your heart and soothing your spirit. Let yourself rest in this light, allowing it to calm any restless thoughts. You who fear the Lord, praise Him. All you descendants of Jacob, honor Him, revere Him. All you descendants of Israel, feel the call to praise as a soft melody rising inside you, not a loud shout, but a quiet song of trust and peace. As you breathe in, invite this melody to fill your mind. As you breathe out, release any lingering tension. The psalmist continues with images of rescue and deliverance. He did not despise or scorn the suffering of the afflicted one. He did not hide his face from him, but listened to his cry for help. Imagine God leaning close, listening carefully to every need you carry. Feel that attentive love wrapping around you like a warm blanket. As the psalm moves toward its hopeful ending, picture yourself rising gently from the depths of worry, stepping into a place of calm assurance. The promise of rescue is near, and you are held in safe hands. Let the peace of this promise fill your whole being. Take a deep breath now, letting the peaceful assurance of Psalm 22 settle in your heart. Whisper softly, "Though I face darkness, I am not alone. God's love surrounds me. I am safe." Allow this calm feeling to carry you further into rest, deeper and deeper, until sleep comes softly and easily. As you lie comfortably, feeling the weight of the day gently melt away, let Psalm 23 wash over you like a calm, flowing stream. This psalm is a timeless reminder of God's care and guidance, a promise that you are never alone and always safe under His watchful eye. Picture yourself in a lush green meadow, soft grass beneath your feet, and a gentle breeze brushing your skin. The sun is warm, but not too bright, casting a golden glow that fills you with calm. This is a place of rest and safety, a perfect place to let your worries drift away. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Feel the tenderness in these words. Imagine a kind shepherd standing beside you, watching over you with gentle eyes. He knows exactly what you need: rest, peace, and safety, and He provides it without hesitation. You want for nothing here because you are cared for completely. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. Visualize yourself lying down in the softest meadow, the grass cool and comforting beneath you. Nearby, clear, quiet waters flow gently, their soothing sound blending with the rustling leaves. As you listen, let your breathing slow to match the peaceful rhythm of the water, each breath deeper and calmer than the last. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Feel your spirit being gently lifted, refreshed, renewed. Any heaviness, any stress you carry begins to dissolve, replaced by a deep sense of renewal and clarity. The path before you is calm and clear, guiding you toward rest and peace held firm by God's faithful love. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Imagine walking through a shadowed valley, but you are not afraid. The shepherd walks beside you, his presence like a warm, steady light that drives away fear. His rod and staff, a symbol of guidance and protection, are close, ensuring you are safe no matter what shadows fall around you. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. See yourself seated at a beautiful table surrounded by light and abundance, even in the midst of challenges. Feel the soothing touch of oil on your head, a symbol of care and blessing. Your cup overflows with peace, joy, and rest. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Let these words settle like a warm blanket around you. Goodness and mercy are not just hopes, they are promises that walk beside you every step of your journey. And dwelling in the house of the Lord means resting in His presence forever. A perfect place of peace and safety. Take a deep breath now, slowly inhaling calm and exhaling any remaining tension. Whisper softly to yourself, I am safe. I am cared for. I am at peace. Let the comforting rhythm of Psalm 23 carry you gently into deep, restorative sleep, wrapped in the loving arms of your shepherd. As you lie down to rest, allow Psalm 24 to wrap around you like a gentle, calming breeze. This psalm speaks of the majesty of God and the sacredness of those who seek to walk in His ways. A beautiful invitation to release your worries and embrace peace. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a quiet forest, the early evening light softening all around you. The sky above is vast and clear, filled with stars beginning to twinkle. The air is fresh, carrying the scent of earth and leaves, grounding you in the present moment. The earth is the Lord's, and everything in it, the world, and all who live in it. Feel the vastness of God's creation around you, the rolling hills, the flowing rivers, the towering trees. Everything you see and everything you are is held within God's loving care. This truth invites you to surrender your burdens, knowing you are part of a grand, beautiful design. For He founded it on the seas and established it on the waters. Picture the deep, calm oceans, the steady rhythm of waves meeting the shore. Like the seas that shape the land, God's presence shapes your life, steady and unchanging. Let the sound of gentle waves echo in your mind, soothing you deeper into relaxation. Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in His holy place? Imagine a majestic mountain rising peacefully before you, its peak glowing softly under the stars. This mountain is a symbol of purity, peace, and closeness to God. The psalm answers, "The one who has clean hands and a pure heart." Feel a gentle cleansing wash over you, like cool water refreshing your spirit, washing away worries and fears. Who may not lift up their soul to an idol or swear by what is false? Let these words be a quiet call to honesty and peace within yourself. Release any tension created by worries or distractions. You don't need to hold on to anything that disturbs your rest. Instead, allow your soul to be calm, sincere, and open. Will receive blessing from the Lord and vindication from God His Savior. Imagine receiving a soft, radiant blessing, like warm light pouring over your head and shoulders, filling your entire being. This blessing brings peace, healing, and rest. Feel it deeply as you breathe slowly and fully. Such is the generation of those who seek Him, who seek your face, God of Jacob. Know that by simply being here now, seeking peace and God's presence, you belong to a sacred line of seekers. You are connected to a timeless source of comfort and strength. Lift up your heads, you gates. Be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. Picture grand gates opening slowly, welcoming the King of glory, the embodiment of peace, love, and rest into your heart and mind. Let these gates in your spirit open wide, inviting deep calm and sweet sleep. Take a slow, deep breath, feeling this peaceful presence settle in every part of you. Whisper softly, I am held by the Creator of all. I am safe. I rest in His peace. Let Psalm 24's quiet strength carry you gently into sleep, wrapped in the comfort of divine care and eternal peace. As you settle deeper into your cozy place of rest, allow the words of Psalm 25 to fill your mind with trust, hope, and calm. This psalm is a beautiful conversation between the soul and God, a heartfelt plea for guidance and forgiveness, wrapped in confidence that God is near and ready to help. Picture yourself in a quiet, serene garden just as dusk falls. The sky is painted in soft shades of pink and purple, and the first stars begin to twinkle gently above. Around you, delicate flowers close their petals for the night, and a gentle breeze whispers through the trees. This is a perfect place for your soul to speak honestly and find comfort. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Imagine raising your heart and thoughts up to the heavens like a soft prayer floating on the evening air. Feel the relief that comes from placing your worries and hopes in the hands of a loving God who listens deeply and cares endlessly. O my God, in you I trust. Do not let me be put to shame, nor let my enemies triumph over me. These words speak of deep trust in God's protection. Feel yourself relaxing as you remember that no matter what challenges may come, you are held by a power greater than all troubles. This trust is a shield, keeping your heart safe and peaceful. Do not let me be ashamed, Lord, nor let me be afraid. Do not let my enemies triumph over me. Let these words echo softly in your mind like a soothing lullaby, easing away any fear or doubt. Know that you are protected, even when the night feels dark and uncertain. Remember, Lord, your great mercy and love, for they are from of old. Picture an endless river of mercy flowing toward you, warm and gentle, washing over all worries and past mistakes. This mercy is timeless, a never-ending source of forgiveness and grace. Let it cleanse your heart, making room for peace and rest. Do not remember the sins of my youth and my rebellious ways. According to your love, remember me, for you, Lord, are good. Imagine God looking on you with kindness and compassion, focusing not on past errors but on your true, beloved self. Feel this unconditional love surround you like a soft blanket, comforting you completely. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore, He instructs sinners in His ways. Let these words remind you that guidance is given out of love, gently leading you back to calm and clarity whenever you feel lost. Like a wise and caring teacher, God shows you the path to peace. He guides the humble in what is right and teaches them His way. Feel yourself being quietly led by a gentle hand, guiding you step by step toward rest and renewal. Trust in. This guidance as it leads you through the stillness of the night. All the ways of the Lord are loving and faithful for those who keep the demands of His covenant. Imagine walking along a soft path lit by moonlight, every step secure and sure because of God's faithful love. This path leads you deeper into calm, into a place where your soul can finally rest. Take a deep breath now, slowly breathing in peace and breathing out any lingering tension. Whisper softly, "I trust in God's love. I am guided and protected. I rest in peace." Let the gentle words of Psalm 25 carry you softly into sleep, wrapped in the warmth of mercy and the quiet strength of trust. As you settle deeper into the comfort of your resting place, let the gentle words of Psalm 26 fill your mind with confidence and peace. This psalm is a quiet declaration of integrity and trust in God, a soothing reminder that living with honesty and faith brings a deep sense of calm and security. Imagine yourself standing in a quiet, sunlit glade, surrounded by tall trees whose leaves shimmer softly in a gentle breeze. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the faint scent of pine and earth. Here, in this peaceful place, you can breathe freely and allow your heart to speak honestly before God. "Vindicate me, Lord, for I have led a blameless life. I have trusted in the Lord and have not faltered." Feel the strength in these words. As you reflect on your own desire to live with truth and sincerity, there is comfort in knowing that your honest heart is seen and valued by God, who is your constant defender and guide. Test me, Lord, and try me. Examine my heart and my mind. Imagine God's loving gaze gently searching your thoughts and feelings, not to condemn, but to understand and cleanse. This examination brings peace because it is an act of love, helping you grow closer to the calm and clarity you seek. For I have always praised you. Let your spirit join in this quiet praise, a soft song of gratitude and trust. Even in times of struggle, praise can be a source of strength, reminding you of the steady presence of God in your life. I have not sat with deceitful people, nor wandered with hypocrites. Picture yourself stepping away from chaos and falsehood, choosing instead the path of honesty and peace. This choice fills you with lightness, like shedding a heavy cloak and feeling the fresh air on your skin. I hate the assembly of evildoers, and refuse to sit with the wicked. Let these words be a gentle affirmation of your commitment to seek goodness and truth. In doing so, you protect your heart and mind from the unrest that comes with dishonesty and harm. I wash my hands in innocence and go about your altar, Lord. Visualize yourself cleansing your hands with clear, cool water, symbolizing purity and renewal. Then imagine walking slowly toward a sacred altar, a place of peace and connection with God. This act invites calm and prepares your spirit for restful sleep. I proclaim aloud, I am innocent of what the wicked have done. Feel the lightness that comes from releasing guilt and blame, knowing that your heart is clear and your conscience is at rest. I love the house where you live, Lord, the place where your glory dwells. Picture a beautiful, serene temple bathed in soft, golden light. This is a sanctuary of peace where your spirit can rest safely and fully. Do not take away my soul along with sinners, nor my life with those who are bloodthirsty. Let this plea be a quiet prayer for protection and peace, a request to be kept safe from harm and unrest. Innocent hands I wash again. and I will go about your altar. Feel the cycle of cleansing and returning to peace, a soothing rhythm that calms the mind and body as you prepare for sleep. Declare me innocent, Lord, and save me. Whisper softly as you breathe. I am held in God's care. I am safe. I am at peace. Let the serene confidence of Psalm 26 carry you gently into restful, healing sleep, wrapped in the assurance of God's loving presence. Feel the calm settle over you as the quiet strength of Psalm 27 begins to flow through your mind. This psalm is a radiant expression of courage, hope, and trust, a gentle light guiding you through any darkness, leading you softly toward peaceful rest. Picture yourself in a tranquil valley at twilight, the last warm rays of the sun melting into a soft glow on the horizon. Around you, the earth feels safe and still. The gentle rustling of leaves whispers comfort, and the first stars appear, promising the calm of night. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Imagine a brilliant light gently illuminating the path ahead, a light so steady and pure that it chases away every shadow. Let this light fill your heart, easing any fears or worries you carry from the day. When troubles rise like a storm, remember that this stronghold, a secure fortress, is always with you. Feel the walls of protection rising around your spirit, solid and unshakable, offering a safe refuge from every storm. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. Imagine standing firm in the middle of a storm, completely calm and steady. The winds and rain may rage around you, but inside there is an unbreakable peace. Breathe deeply and feel that peace growing stronger within. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Picture a beautiful sanctuary bathed in warm, golden light, a place where your soul can rest completely, safe from worry and pain. Imagine yourself gently entering this sacred space, leaving behind all troubles and finding deep rest. To gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek Him in His temple. Let your mind rest on this vision, the beauty of peace, love, and grace surrounding you like a soft blanket. Allow yourself to be fully present in this quiet, holy moment. For in the day of trouble He will keep me safe in His dwelling. He will hide me in the shelter of His sacred tent. Feel the tender embrace of God's protection, like a warm tent shielding you from the cold night. This shelter is a place of rest, where nothing can harm you and your soul can breathe freely. He will conceal me with His feathers, and under His wings I will find refuge. His faithfulness will be my shield and rampart. Imagine soft, comforting wings gently wrapping around you, offering safety and love. The steady beat of those wings is like a lullaby, soothing every part of your being. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. As you lie still, breathe slowly and deeply, embracing patience and trust. Know that waiting is not empty. It is filled with hope and quiet strength. Let your heart rest in this peaceful waiting, knowing God's timing is perfect. Whisper softly in your heart, I am safe. I am loved. I am held by a light that never fades. Let Psalm 27's courage and calmness guide you gently into a deep, restful sleep where all worries dissolve and peace fills every corner of your soul. Imagine yourself in a quiet forest clearing just as twilight deepens, the air cool and still around you. The gentle rustle of leaves and the distant call of a night bird create a peaceful soundtrack for your soul. In this serene moment, the words of Psalm 28 rise softly in your mind, a prayer reaching out for help and comfort from a loving God. Hear my cry for mercy as I call to you for help, as I lift up my hands toward your most holy place. Picture yourself raising your hands gently, opening your heart wide to the heavens. This is a moment of honest connection, where your deepest needs are known and welcomed by a God who listens without judgment. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with those who do evil, who speak cordially with their neighbors but harbor malice in their hearts. Feel the desire for safety and purity in your soul, the wish to be kept away from harm, from deceit, from anything that disturbs your peace. Trust that God hears this plea and will guard your spirit carefully. Repay them for their deeds and for their evil work. Repay them for what their hands have done. Imagine justice as a calm river flowing steadily, restoring balance and peace to the world around you. You don't have to carry the burden of wrongs. Trust that the divine will bring healing and fairness in its own time. Because they have no regard for the deeds of the Lord and what his hands have done, he will tear them down and never build them up. Let this be a quiet reminder that goodness and faithfulness are the foundation of lasting peace and strength. When you lean on these truths, your heart can rest easy. Praise be to the Lord, for he has heard my cry for mercy. Feel gratitude rising softly within you, a warm light filling the spaces where worry once lived. Knowing you are heard by a loving God is like a gentle embrace that soothes your entire being. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. Picture a strong shield protecting you from all harm, a steadfast strength that lifts you when you feel weak. This strength is yours, freely given, to carry you safely through the night. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him. Imagine your spirit light and joyful, like a bird rising on the morning breeze lifted by the sweet song of praise. Even in quiet moments, there is a song of hope and peace ready to rise within you. The Lord is the strength of his people, a fortress of salvation for his anointed one. See yourself wrapped in the protection of a mighty fortress, secure, calm, and unshakable. This is a place where your soul can finally rest and be renewed. Save your people and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd and carry them forever. Visualize God as a gentle shepherd, tenderly carrying you when your steps grow tired, guiding you safely through the night's rest. Take a deep, slow breath, and let these words wash over you like a gentle wave of peace. Whisper to yourself, I am safe, I am protected, I am loved beyond measure. Let Psalm 28's strength and comfort lull you gently into a deep, peaceful sleep, wrapped in the loving care of God's everlasting presence. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast forest just after a soft rain. The air is fresh and filled with the gentle scent of pine and earth. A quiet stillness surrounds you, and the fading light of day casts a golden glow on the treetops. In this serene moment, the powerful words of Psalm 29 begin to echo softly in your heart. Give unto the Lord, O you mighty ones, give unto the Lord glory and strength. Imagine a chorus of mighty voices rising gently from the forest, carrying a hymn of praise to the heavens. This is a call to honor and trust in the incredible strength and majesty of God, the source of all peace and power. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due His name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of His holiness. Visualize a radiant light illuminating the forest canopy, casting shimmering patterns on the ground like the touch of holiness itself. Feel yourself enveloped in this sacred light, filled with awe and reverence. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. Hear the gentle roar of a distant waterfall, powerful yet soothing, reminding you of God's presence in every sound of nature. The thunder speaks of strength, but it is a strength that calms and reassures. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. Let the sound of God's voice resonate in your spirit like a deep, steady melody, bringing calm and confidence. This majestic voice carries away any fears or worries, leaving only peace in its wake. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. Imagine mighty trees swaying but never falling, rooted firmly and resilient. Even when storms shake the world around them, their strength endures, just as God's protection over you remains steadfast. He makes Lebanon leap like a calf, Sirion like a young wild ox. Picture the joyous energy of nature reborn, wild and free. Let this sense of renewal and life fill your soul with gentle vitality as you prepare to rest. The voice of the Lord strikes with flashes of lightning. See distant lightning illuminating the sky in quick, beautiful bursts, a reminder that God's power is also light, guiding your way through the darkness of night. The voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. Feel the earth beneath you steady and strong, holding you securely no matter what storms may come. This shaking is not of fear, but of transformation, clearing away what is old to make way for peace. The Lord gives strength to His people. The Lord blesses His people with peace. Imagine a soft breeze wrapping around you like a warm blanket, carrying the gift of strength and deep, calming peace. This blessing settles into every part of your being. As you breathe slowly and deeply, whisper gently to your heart, "I am strong. I am peaceful. I am held in God's mighty love." Imagine yourself in a quiet room filled with the soft, warm glow of candlelight. Outside, the night is calm, and a gentle breeze whispers through an open window. In this stillness, Psalm 30 begins to speak softly to your heart, a song of gratitude, healing, and hope. I will exalt you, Lord, for you lifted me out of the depths and did not let my enemies gloat over me. Picture yourself rising slowly from a place of darkness and struggle, feeling the gentle lift of God's hand guiding you upward. This is a moment of relief and renewed strength, like the first light of dawn breaking through night's shadows. Lord my God, I called to you for help, and you healed me. Imagine the soothing warmth of healing light spreading through your body, releasing tension and pain. Feel every breath carrying this healing deeper into your soul, restoring peace and calm. You, Lord, brought me up from the realm of the dead. You spared me from going down to the pit. Visualize being gently pulled back from a dark place, carried safely to a new day filled with hope. There is no fear here, only the promise of life and renewal. Sing the praises of the Lord. You, His faithful people, praise His holy name. Let your spirit rise in quiet song, a melody of thanks and joy that fills the room and your heart alike. Even in silence, this praise flows like a gentle river, soothing and steady. For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Feel the night's tears, falling softly away, replaced by the gentle glow of morning light. Trust that every sorrow you carry will give way to joy in God's perfect timing. When I felt secure, I said, "I will never be shaken." Recall moments of peace and confidence, like standing on solid ground. Even when challenges come, this foundation remains firm beneath your feet. Lord, when you favored me, you made my royal mountain stand firm, but when you hid your face, I was dismayed. It's okay to acknowledge the times when the path seems unclear, the moments of doubt or loneliness. Know that these too are part of your journey, held safely in God's care. To you, Lord, I called. To the Lord I cried for mercy. Imagine your voice rising in quiet prayer, sincere and full of trust. This call is always heard, always met, with compassion. What is gained if I am silenced, if I go down to the pit? Feel the resolve in your heart to keep reaching for light, no matter how dark the night may seem. There is strength in every breath, hope in every heartbeat. Sing the praises of the Lord, you his faithful people. Praise his holy name. Let this gentle refrain settle deeply into your mind, a soothing song to carry you through the night. You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Picture yourself shedding heavy burdens, feeling lighter, freer, and filled with the quiet joy of peace. This joy wraps around you like a soft blanket, inviting calm and rest, that my heart may sing your praises and not be silent. Lord my God, I will praise you forever. Whisper this promise softly to yourself as you close your eyes, to carry gratitude and trust into sleep, wrapped in the everlasting love of God. Picture yourself resting gently beside a quiet, flowing stream under a sky full of stars. The cool night air carries the soothing sounds of water moving slowly over smooth stones, and a soft breeze whispers through the trees. In this peaceful moment, let the comforting words of Psalm 31 fill your heart and mind, wrapping you in a blanket of calm and trust. In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Feel the safety of seeking shelter in God's presence, like finding a cozy haven where you are protected and cherished. This refuge is a place where worries fade and confidence grows, a sanctuary for your weary soul. Turn your ear to me, come quickly to my rescue, be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Imagine a towering fortress built from solid stone, unshakable and steadfast. You are safe within its walls, protected from every storm and fear. God's presence is this fortress, always near and ready to shield you. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. Envision a gentle guide leading you along a peaceful path through a dark forest, each step steady and sure. You are not alone. The divine hand guides you, lighting the way with care and wisdom. Keep me free from the trap that is set for me, for you are my refuge. Picture a net set to catch, but know that God's protection prevents you from falling into harm. This care brings peace, like floating effortlessly on calm waters. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Deliver me, Lord, my faithful God. As You breathe slowly and deeply. Imagine releasing all burdens and fears into loving hands. Feel your spirit lighten, freed from anxiety, resting completely in trust. I hate those who cling to worthless idols. I trust in the Lord. Let go of any distractions or worries that pull you away from peace. Focus instead on the steadfast love and faithfulness of God, a constant source of comfort and strength. I will be glad and rejoice in your love, for you saw my affliction and knew the anguish of my soul. Remember times of struggle and how, through it all, God's love was a gentle light shining in the darkness. This love is real and constant, and it fills your heart with quiet joy. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Feel a quiet courage rising within you, a gentle strength that calms fears and soothes restless thoughts. Hope is alive and breathing in your soul, a steady flame to guide you through the night. Take a deep, calming breath and whisper softly to yourself, I am safe. I am held. I am at peace. As twilight settles softly around you and the world slows into a gentle hush, feel yourself sinking into a place of calm and stillness. In this serene moment, the words of Psalm 32 invite you to experience the deep relief and peace that comes from release and forgiveness. How wonderful it is to know that forgiveness can lift the heaviest burdens. The one whose wrongs are forgiven and whose faults are covered experiences a freedom like no other, a freedom that breathes life back into tired bones and restless minds. Imagine your worries dissolving, like mist evaporating under the morning sun, leaving clear skies of calm and hope. There was a time when silence weighed you down, when keeping pain locked inside caused your spirit to ache. But now, you can imagine the relief of opening your heart without fear, confessing honestly, and feeling that overwhelming wave of grace wash over you. It's like stepping out from a dark cave into the bright, healing light of day. Recall how heaviness pressed upon you, sapping your strength like the relentless heat of summer. Yet now, as you breathe slowly, imagine cool, refreshing waters gently flowing through you, restoring energy and calm with every breath. This is the touch of compassion, soothing, gentle, and renewing. When you confess what burdens your heart, there is no judgment, only mercy. Feel the warmth of forgiveness surrounding you completely, erasing shame and filling you with a quiet joy. This moment of surrender is the beginning of a new path, one where trust replaces fear and grace guides your steps. Even when troubles rise like surging waters, there is a place of refuge where you stand secure and safe. Picture yourself on solid ground, surrounded by a protective embrace that nothing can break. This peace is yours to carry into the night. Imagine a tender voice offering guidance and wisdom, gently leading you forward with care and understanding. You do not have to struggle alone. There is help, patience, and light illuminating the way. You are invited to follow freely, without resistance, knowing that every step is watched over with love. Unlike a stubborn mule that resists direction, you are learning to rest in the calm assurance of divine guidance. This willingness to trust brings a profound ease to your soul, a softness that invites restful sleep. Though challenges come and go, the steadfast love that surrounds those who place their trust in the Lord remains constant. This love forms an unbreakable circle of safety and peace, holding you close even when the world feels uncertain. there is cause for gladness deep in your heart, a joy that quietly grows as you reflect on the kindness that lifts and restores you. Let this gentle happiness fill your being, carrying you smoothly toward the rest you need. Breathe out slowly now, releasing all tension and doubt. Let the promise of forgiveness and love settle within, wrapping you in a quiet comfort as your eyes grow heavy and your body relaxes completely. Imagine a vast sky filled with twinkling stars, each one shining softly like a whisper of hope. Under this quiet night, feel the gentle invitation of Psalm 33 to lift your spirit and find peace in the faithfulness of creation. Rejoicing in the Lord is a song that begins deep within the heart, a melody of gratitude and awe for the Creator who formed the heavens and earth with perfect wisdom. Picture the delicate harmony of nature, the trees swaying in rhythm with the breeze, the quiet murmur of a distant stream, the soft rustle of leaves as night falls. This beauty is a reflection of divine love, steady and sure. Praise flows naturally from those who recognize the power and goodness of God. Consider how the word of the Lord brought everything into being: the vast oceans, the towering mountains, the countless stars above. Each element moves according to divine command, showing the perfect order and care woven through all creation. In this great design, nothing escapes God's watchful eye. His gaze stretches over every person, every place, and every moment. Feel the reassurance that you are seen, known, and deeply cared for by this unfailing presence. When life feels overwhelming, remember that the one who shaped the universe is holding you tenderly. The plans of humans may falter, and their efforts sometimes fail, but the purposes of the Lord stand firm forever. This everlasting strength offers a solid foundation for your trust and rest. Imagine yourself anchored securely, untouched by the shifting tides of worry or fear. Those who place their hope in God experience a peaceful confidence. Like a calm harbor in the storm, this hope shelters the soul from anxiety and doubt. Envision yourself safe within this refuge, breathing deeply and letting go of all tension. God's favor rests on those who honor and respect Him. This blessing brings joy and contentment that quiets the restless mind. Let gratitude bloom within you, filling your heart with warmth and serenity. As you listen to these words, allow your thoughts to slow, your breath to deepen, and your body to soften. Embrace the quiet strength and gentle love that Psalm 33 offers, welcoming sleep to come gently and restore you completely. In the stillness of the night, imagine yourself wrapped in a comforting blanket of calm, the worries of the day melting away. The words of Psalm 34 invite you to enter a space of deep trust and joyful praise, even in the midst of life's challenges. Come, let us magnify the Lord together. It begins, a gentle call to lift your heart and voice in celebration of the goodness that surrounds you. Think of this as a quiet song rising from within, a melody of gratitude that calms the restless mind and soothes the weary soul. The psalm speaks of seeking the Lord and finding refuge in Him. Picture a shelter in a vast, quiet forest, safe, warm, and protected from all harm. This place of refuge is always open to you, a sanctuary where your fears dissolve and your spirit can breathe freely. When troubles come, there is comfort in knowing that God hears your cries and answers with rescue. Imagine the gentle hands of care reaching out to lift you, to steady you when life feels overwhelming. You are never alone. This divine presence is close beside you, ready to help. Those who look to him are radiant, the psalm reminds us, their faces glowing with the light of hope and peace. Envision that light growing within you now, spreading softly from your heart to every part of your body, filling you with warmth and calm. Even in moments of fear or uncertainty, there is a promise. God's angels encamp around those who fear him, guarding and protecting. Feel yourself surrounded by invisible wings of safety, an unbreakable shield of love and care. Taste and see the goodness of the Lord. Imagine the sweetness of a peaceful night, the gentle rhythm of your breathing, the softness of your bed. These simple blessings are reminders of a deep, abiding kindness that nurtures and restores. As you listen, allow your mind to let go of tension. Every breath you take draws in peace, and every breath out releases stress. Let your thoughts settle, like leaves drifting gently down a calm stream. Trust that the Lord watches over the humble and the broken-hearted, healing the wounds of the spirit. Feel that healing now as a gentle wave washing over you, soothing every ache and calming every fear. Now, as your body relaxes and your eyelids grow heavy, carry this deep sense of peace into your dreams. Know that you are loved, protected, and held close by the unfailing kindness of God. As the quiet night enfolds you, feel the gentle embrace of calm spreading through your body. Psalm 35 offers a heartfelt plea for protection and justice, reminding us that in moments of struggle, we are never alone. There is a loving presence, ready to stand with us, shield us, and bring peace to our weary hearts. Imagine yourself standing strong yet peaceful amid life's storms. Though challenges arise and difficulties press in, there is a divine defender who listens closely to your cries and responds with steadfast care. Feel the comfort of knowing that no hardship is faced in isolation. The psalm speaks of God contending with those who bring harm, turning away threats and injustice. Visualize a mighty shield forming around you, glowing softly with light that repels fear and doubt. This shield is not just protection. It is a symbol of unwavering love that guards your soul through the darkest hours. Even when enemies seem to surround you, you are invited to trust in this divine defense. Each step you take is watched over, each breath guided by a hand that never lets go. This presence stands as your advocate, fighting quietly on your behalf while you rest. There is also a gentle call to joy and praise, reminding us that even in difficulty, the heart can find reasons to celebrate. Imagine a peaceful song rising within you, harmonizing with the rhythm of your breath, inviting calmness and hope. As you listen, picture burdens lifting slowly, replaced by a quiet assurance that justice and mercy will prevail. This assurance allows your spirit to settle, to relax deeply into the comfort of divine care. Breathe in this peace now, letting it fill every corner of your being. With each exhale, release any lingering tension or worry, knowing that you are held securely in a circle of grace. As darkness gently falls and the world quiets down, let yourself be enveloped by the soothing calm of Psalm 36. This passage reveals the contrast between human weakness and the steadfast love of God, a love so vast and unfailing that it becomes a refuge for every weary soul. Imagine standing beside a calm, crystal-clear river, its waters reflecting the soft glow of the moon above. This river symbolizes God's faithful love, deep, endless, and refreshingly pure. No matter what storms may rage in your life, these waters remain steady and sure, inviting you to come and find rest. While the psalm speaks of the dangerous ways of the wicked, it also reminds us that God's love is a protective shield. Feel the warmth of this shield surrounding you, guarding your heart from harm, calming your fears, and renewing your strength. God's righteousness is like the highest mountains, unshakable and eternal. In this solid foundation, you can safely place your trust. Imagine yourself resting against these mighty peaks, feeling their strength support you as you drift into peaceful slumber. The psalm beautifully describes how God's light shines in the darkness, offering guidance and hope. Picture a gentle light illuminating your path, soft, steady, and warm, leading you away from worry and toward serenity. As you breathe slowly and deeply, reflect on the precious gift of God's unfailing kindness. It flows freely to all who seek refuge, bringing healing, comfort, and peace. Let this kindness wash over you now, soothing every restless thought and calming every anxious feeling. There is a richness in this love, like a feast prepared just for you, nourishing, satisfying, and deeply fulfilling. Imagine yourself resting at this table, enjoying the abundance of peace that comes from being held in divine care. As you listen, allow these words to settle softly in your heart. Feel the quiet joy that arises when you rest in the knowledge that you are loved beyond measure, that your soul is safe, and that restful sleep is near. As you settle down for rest, let your thoughts soften with the gentle wisdom of Psalm 37. This passage encourages patience and trust, inviting you to release worry and envy. Picture yourself in a quiet garden, where time flows slowly like a gentle breeze, nurturing every leaf and flower without haste. Here, peace grows steadily when you allow it. The psalm reminds us not to be disturbed by the success of those who seem to prosper through wrongdoing. Imagine a calm river carrying away your anxious thoughts, leaving only clear, cool water behind. Anger and frustration drift away, replaced by a steady calm that soothes your soul. Within this psalm, there is a beautiful promise. Those who trust in the Lord will be like trees planted by streams of water, deeply rooted, nourished, and unshaken by life's storms. Feel yourself becoming like one of these trees, firmly grounded and peaceful, your spirit refreshed and strong. Delighting in the Lord and surrendering your path to Him brings deep joy. Visualize yourself walking slowly through a sun-dappled forest, each step guided by soft light and gentle assurance. The journey feels safe and calm, and you can trust that you are protected at every turn. When difficulties come, the psalm offers comfort that the Lord will uphold and defend the righteous. Imagine a warm cloak wrapping you gently, offering strength and security in every moment. Let this sense of protection fill your heart and calm your mind. Take slow, deep breaths as hope and patience fill your being. With each exhale, release tension and surrender fully to the peace that comes from divine care. Your breathing matches the tranquil flow of the psalm's message, guiding you gently into restful sleep. In the quiet stillness of night, let the words of Psalm 38 gently wash over you, inviting deep reflection and peaceful rest. This psalm speaks to moments when the heart feels burdened, when sorrow and weariness weigh heavily. Yet, within these feelings there is a quiet hope, an assurance that even in our struggles we are not forgotten. Imagine yourself in a softly lit room, where the worries of the day begin to fade like distant echoes. The psalmist's honest cries of pain and repentance remind us that it's okay to bring our true feelings before the divine, without fear or shame. In this sacred space, there is healing, gentle and slow, like the dawn breaking after a long night. Feel the weight of anguish described here, but also the yearning for mercy and forgiveness. Picture a calm river flowing steadily, carrying away the heaviness from your soul, leaving behind a clear, peaceful current. This movement offers renewal, a chance to release what burdens you most. The psalm expresses deep remorse but also unwavering trust that healing and restoration will come. Imagine the comforting embrace of a warm light wrapping around you, soothing your heart and calming every restless thought. In this embrace, you are reminded that compassion is always near, ready to uplift you through the darkest times. As you breathe slowly and deeply, let the tenderness of these words soften your spirit. There is freedom in vulnerability, and peace in surrendering your pain. Allow yourself to rest in this moment of quiet grace, knowing you are held gently by a love that never lets go. With each breath, feel your body relaxing further, your mind growing still. The honest cries of Psalm 38 become a lullaby for your soul, guiding you softly into a night of restorative sleep and calm dreams. As the evening deepens and quiet fills the room, turn your attention to the thoughtful reflections found in Psalm 39. This passage invites you to consider the fragile nature of life and the importance of mindful stillness. It speaks gently about the passing of time and the fleeting moments that make up our days. Picture yourself sitting peacefully by a calm lake, watching the water ripple softly with each breath of wind. The psalmist speaks of holding back words and emotions, seeking quiet in a noisy world. Imagine this restraint as a gentle pause, a mindful breath that creates space for peace to grow inside you. Life is described here as a brief shadow, passing swiftly, like a fading cloud across the sky. This reminder encourages you to let go of unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters. The calm presence within, the peace that remains when distractions fade away. Within these words, there is a yearning for understanding, a request for wisdom to navigate the fleeting days wisely. Imagine a soft, warm light illuminating your path, guiding you gently through moments of uncertainty toward quiet confidence and calm. The psalm also reveals the desire to be free from hidden pains and the longing for relief. Feel the weight of burdens lifting slowly, like autumn leaves carried away by a gentle breeze, leaving you lighter, freer, and ready to rest. With every deep breath, allow these reflections to settle deeply within you. Embrace the peace that comes from recognizing life's precious brevity and the quiet strength found in surrender. Let this awareness cradle you as you drift gently into restful sleep, refreshed and calm. As you prepare to drift into restful sleep, allow the comforting words of Psalm 40 to fill your mind with hope and gratitude. This psalm tells a story of patience, deliverance, and the deep trust that comes from waiting quietly for help in times of need. Imagine yourself standing on the edge of a peaceful forest where the morning light breaks softly through the trees, casting gentle shadows on the path ahead. The psalmist shares how, in moments of despair, they called out for help and were lifted from a place of deep trouble into a place of steady calm. Feel the weight of past struggles begin to lift, as if a gentle hand is pulling you from the depths of a dark valley and setting you on solid ground. This steady reassurance invites you to trust that even when answers seem slow to come, help is near, and patience will be rewarded. Within this passage, there is a sense of renewed strength and joy in praising what has been done. Picture yourself breathing in fresh, cool air, filling your lungs with hope, and breathing out the burdens of the day. Gratitude blooms softly in your heart like wildflowers in a quiet meadow. The psalmist also speaks of sharing goodness and kindness with others, even in times of personal trial. Imagine a warm light radiating from within you, connecting you to a larger purpose, gently reminding you that your experiences have meaning and that your journey is a part of something greater. As your breathing deepens and slows, let the peace of this psalm settle within you like a calm lake at dawn, still, clear, and reflective. Allow yourself to surrender fully to rest, knowing you are supported, cared for, and never alone. As night wraps around you softly, let the gentle wisdom of Psalm 41 soothe your heart and mind. This passage speaks of compassion, care, and the quiet strength found in kindness, both given and received. It invites you to rest in the assurance that those who show mercy are themselves embraced with mercy and protection. Picture yourself in a serene garden, surrounded by gentle flowers and soft, rustling leaves. The psalm reminds us of the blessing that comes to those who consider the needs of others, extending a helping hand even when they themselves may face difficulty. There's a deep comfort in knowing that acts of kindness never go unnoticed and are met with grace. Feel the warmth of this kindness as it flows gently around you, like a soft blanket wrapping you in safety and peace. The psalmist reflects on moments of illness and vulnerability, but finds solace in the presence of caring friends and the steadfastness of divine protection. Imagine your own worries and discomforts being cradled by this same compassionate presence, slowly easing and releasing tension from your body and mind. Each breath draws in this healing calm, and each exhale lets go of pain and fear. The words invite you to trust that even when betrayed or hurt by others, there is a greater strength watching over you, lifting you up and restoring your spirit. Let this assurance become a gentle rhythm in your heart, a steady beat of hope and peace. As you breathe deeply now, allow this sense of mercy and protection to fill you completely. Rest in the quiet grace of the moment, letting your body relax and your thoughts grow still. With this peaceful foundation, you are ready to drift softly into a night of restorative sleep. As the quiet of night settles in, let the heartfelt longing of Psalm 42 gently guide your thoughts toward peace and comfort. This psalm expresses a deep thirst for connection with God and with inner calm, like a deer yearning for fresh streams of water to soothe and refresh its spirit. Imagine yourself standing beside a crystal-clear brook, its water sparkling under the soft moonlight. The psalmist's words reflect a soul searching for rest amidst life's storms, a spirit weighed down by troubles but still reaching out in hope. Feel your own heart softening as you breathe in the cool, calming air. Though moments of sadness and longing arise, the psalm encourages patience and trust, reminding us to place our hope in something steady and everlasting. Picture your worries flowing gently downstream, carried away by the quiet current, leaving behind stillness and clarity. There is also a beautiful rhythm of remembrance in this passage, recalling times of joy and praise, even when the present feels difficult. Visualize the warm light of past happy moments glowing softly in your mind, bringing comfort and a gentle smile. As you inhale deeply, draw in this hopeful energy, and as you exhale, release tension and doubt. The psalmist's steady faith becomes a calming heartbeat, grounding you in a sense of belonging and peace, even when the world feels uncertain. Let these peaceful reflections cradle you as you prepare to rest, filling your mind with calm and your heart with quiet hope. With every breath you move closer to a deep, restorative sleep, embraced by the gentle assurance of divine love. As night deepens and silence wraps the world in a gentle embrace, the words of Psalm 43 invite you into a place of hopeful longing and steadfast trust. This psalm expresses a heartfelt plea for guidance and light amidst feelings of confusion and despair, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, we can seek refuge and clarity. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a quiet forest, where soft beams of moonlight filter through the leaves, illuminating the path ahead. The psalmist's voice rises with a sincere prayer for strength to overcome shadows, for the light of truth to shine brightly and lead the way. Within these words lies a deep yearning for connection, a call to find joy and peace in the presence of the divine, even when the heart feels heavy and worn. Imagine the gentle warmth of that light reaching into the corners of your mind, dispelling worries and calming restless thoughts. There is also a soothing rhythm here, a reminder to trust the inner compass and hold on to hope. Visualize yourself taking slow, steady steps along the illuminated path, each one bringing you closer to calm and clarity. As you breathe in deeply, let this sense of trust and hope settle into your spirit, and as you breathe out, release any lingering fear or doubt, allowing peace to fill every part of your being. Let the quiet assurance of Psalm 43 wrap around you now, a comforting cloak that soothes and supports you as you drift gently into restful sleep, guided by light and love. As night unfolds its quiet stillness around you, the words of Psalm 44 call forth a deep reflection on loyalty, struggle, and unwavering faith. This psalm speaks from the heart of a community that remembers past victories and divine help, even while facing present difficulties and feeling forsaken. Imagine yourself sitting by a campfire under a vast, starry sky, the warm glow illuminating the faces of those who have journeyed through hardship together. The psalmist recalls the times when strength was granted, and enemies were overcome by a power beyond themselves, a reminder that even in tough seasons, help has been known and experienced. Yet the psalm also shares the raw honesty of feeling, abandoned and confused, a cry that resonates in moments when prayers seem unanswered and hope feels distant. Picture the campfire's warmth flickering against the cool night air, symbolizing the flicker of faith that persists despite the darkness. This reflection invites you to acknowledge your own struggles, to hold space for doubts and fears without losing sight of the deeper trust that has carried you this far. Imagine a gentle breeze that carries away the heaviness, leaving your spirit lighter and more open. As you breathe in, draw in the strength of remembered grace and the resilience that flows from faith. As you breathe out, release despair and rest, in the quiet assurance that you are never truly alone, even when the night seems long. Let the honest, powerful words of Psalm 44 settle gently in your heart, grounding you in peace and preparing you for a night of restful, restorative sleep. In the stillness of the evening, let the elegant words of Psalm 45 wash over you like a gentle melody, inviting your spirit to rest in beauty, honor, and hope. This psalm is a poetic celebration of a king's glory and the joyous promise of love and righteousness, echoing themes of trust and the eternal strength found in goodness. Imagine yourself in a grand hall, softly illuminated by candlelight, where the air is filled with the fragrance of fresh flowers and the sound of gentle music. The psalmist describes the noble qualities of a leader, whose heart is steadfast and whose life is marked by justice and grace. As you listen, feel a sense of peace and admiration rise within you, a quiet joy that comes from knowing that beauty and truth have a place in this world. The psalm reminds us of the power of love, pure, enduring, and life-giving, that can heal wounds and inspire hope. Visualize this love as a soft, radiant light that fills your heart and mind, easing away worries and inviting calm. Let the imagery of a crown and robes, symbols of honor and dignity, remind you of your own worth and the divine care that surrounds you. With each breath, draw in this feeling of serene confidence and let it flow through your whole being. As you exhale, release tension and invite stillness, allowing the promise of peace to settle deeply within. As the night deepens and the world quiets, let the powerful reassurance of Psalm 46 envelop you like a steady, calming presence. This psalm speaks of refuge and strength in times of trouble, offering a sanctuary of peace that remains unshaken, no matter what storms may rage outside. Imagine yourself standing beside a serene river, its waters flowing gently through a quiet valley. The psalmist reminds us that God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help when challenges arise. Feel the calm confidence this truth brings, like a solid rock beneath your feet, steady and unwavering. Even when the earth trembles and mountains shake, there is a deep peace to be found in trusting this unshakable foundation. Picture the natural world around you. Rivers singing softly, trees standing tall, all whispering a quiet assurance that no matter the chaos, safety and peace are within reach. As you breathe in slowly, draw in this sense of refuge and strength, letting it fill every corner of your being. As you exhale, release worry and fear, allowing your mind to settle into stillness and calm. The psalm encourages us to be still and know that this steadfast presence is with us always. Let your heart slow its beat, your thoughts soften, and your body relax deeply into the quiet power of this moment. As darkness settles softly around you, and the world quiets into a peaceful stillness, the steadfast words of Psalm 46 offer a refuge for your soul, a place where strength and calmness intertwine. This psalm speaks deeply of unwavering support in the face of life's storms, reminding us that no matter how fierce the chaos outside may be, a sanctuary of peace remains within reach. Picture yourself beside a wide, gentle river flowing through a lush valley, its waters moving smoothly over rounded stones, whispering a soothing lullaby to the surrounding forest. The psalmist declares that God is our refuge and strength, a helper always close at hand when troubles arise. Feel the solidity of this truth, like a mountain standing firm against the fiercest winds, grounding you in unshakable security. Imagine the earth trembling beneath your feet, mountains shaking and seas roaring in turmoil. Yet, in the midst of this, a profound calmness surrounds you. The psalm invites you to witness the power of stillness amid chaos. The river continues its gentle flow, the trees sway softly, and the sky remains vast and open, all symbols of resilience and hope. As you breathe in, take in this sense of divine protection and peace, allowing it to fill your chest and expand throughout your entire being. With each slow, deliberate breath out, let go of tension, stress, and fear. Feel your muscles soften, your mind quiet, and your heart settle into a steady rhythm. The psalm also speaks of a city unshaken, a sanctuary that cannot be moved. Visualize a peaceful town on a hill, safe and secure, where light shines warmly through every window. This imagery reassures you that even when the world feels uncertain, there is a place of calm and safety within you, a refuge that no hardship can disturb. Let the invitation to be still and know that I am God become a gentle mantra, echoing softly in your mind. Let it slow your thoughts like a gentle tide, washing away worries and fears, drawing you deeper into rest. In this stillness, trust that you are held, protected, and cared for beyond measure. Allow the words of Psalm 46 to surround you like a comforting embrace, wrapping you in peace and strength as you prepare to drift into a restful, restorative sleep. Let the calmness seep into every fiber of your being, carrying you gently through the night. As the world quiets down and night stretches its peaceful blanket across the sky, the uplifting words of Psalm 47 invite you to enter a space of joyful praise and serene celebration. This psalm calls us to lift our voices in gratitude, to recognize the majesty and power that surrounds us, and to find rest in the knowledge that a higher hand guides all things. Imagine standing atop a gentle hill, overlooking a vast landscape bathed in the soft glow of moonlight. The air is filled with a subtle hum of life, the rustle of leaves, the distant call of night birds, all harmonizing into a tranquil symphony. God reigns over all the earth, a sovereign king whose rule is just, strong, and filled with mercy. Feel a rising sense of awe and peace as you take in this majestic truth. There is a calm power in knowing that the universe is held by a force greater than ourselves, one that invites us to rest, to trust, and to rejoice. Picture a crown, gleaming softly, symbolizing honor and authority, resting not on a distant throne, but reaching toward you, a reminder of your own dignity and value. As you breathe deeply, invite this peaceful joy to fill your entire being. Let it lift your spirit gently, like a breeze that carries leaves effortlessly across a quiet field. Feel the tension in your body dissolve as gratitude and praise settle warmly in your heart. The psalm speaks of nations gathered together, united in celebration and respect. Imagine a peaceful gathering where differences fade and harmony reigns, a reflection of the peace and unity that you can carry within yourself. This vision encourages a deep inner calm, the kind that grows from feeling connected, safe, and part of something greater. With every breath, draw in this feeling of joyful peace and strength. Let it spread through your chest, flow into your arms and legs, and settle in every corner of your mind. As you exhale, release any lingering worries or fears, making space for tranquility and rest. Let the timeless words echo softly in your heart, a gentle reminder of the enduring peace and joy that faith can bring. As you prepare to drift into sleep, carry this serene celebration with you, wrapped in the calm assurance of being held by a loving, powerful presence. As you settle deeper into calmness, the inspiring words of Psalm 48 invite you to reflect on the beauty and strength found in a city that symbolizes safety, faith, and divine protection. This psalm paints a vivid picture of a stronghold that has stood the test of time, a place where peace and security reign supreme, offering comfort to all who seek refuge within its walls. Imagine a majestic city perched on a mountain, glowing softly in the twilight. Its walls are strong and its gates wide open, welcoming all who come in search of shelter and hope. This city is not just a place but a symbol of steadfast faith and unshakable trust. Feel yourself walking through its peaceful streets, where every stone and tower whispers stories of resilience and grace. As you breathe in slowly, let the sense of safety and enduring strength fill you. Imagine the calming presence of those walls standing firm against every storm, every challenge. This reassurance offers a deep rest for your mind, a place where worries can fade and peace can settle gently into your heart. The psalm speaks of the city's beauty, its harmony, and the joy of those who dwell within it. Picture people gathered in quiet celebration, their faces calm and hearts light. Feel this joyful serenity spread within you, calming every thought and soothing every tension. Let the words wash over you like a gentle stream, carrying away any remaining unrest. With each exhale, release the day's concerns, and with each inhale, draw in peace that sustains and restores. This sacred place of refuge invites you to rest fully, knowing that you are protected and cherished. As you prepare to drift into sleep, carry this vision of strength and peace within you. Allow it to guide you gently through the night, wrapped in the comfort of unshakable faith and calm assurance. As night falls softly and the world slows down, the thoughtful words of Psalm 49 call you to reflect on the true value of life and the fleeting nature of earthly riches. This psalm invites you to find peace beyond material wealth, reminding you that true security comes from deeper, eternal sources that transcend all worldly concerns. Picture yourself sitting quietly beside a still lake, the surface smooth like glass reflecting the fading colors of sunset. Around you, the gentle sounds of nature hum softly, the rustle of leaves, the distant call of birds settling in for night. In this calm moment, the psalm encourages you to look beyond the temporary and turn your heart toward enduring truth. Consider the wisdom in these words. Though wealth may be vast and fortunes may be made, none can buy freedom from death or guarantee a lasting legacy. This reflection gently releases the weight of striving and worrying over possessions. Instead, it invites a quiet surrender to what truly matters, a peace that no treasure can purchase. Breathe in deeply, letting the quiet awareness fill your mind and body. With each breath out, let go of anxiety and the pressures of material success. Feel a soft calmness spreading through your chest, flowing into your limbs, relaxing every muscle and slowing every thought. The psalm also speaks of the equality found in the face of mortality, reminding us that all are equal in the eyes of the divine. This humbling truth can bring a sense of freedom, a release from comparison and competition, and open space for gratitude and acceptance. Let the steady rhythm of your breath and the timeless message of these words guide you toward a peaceful rest. Allow yourself to settle into the understanding that your worth is not measured by wealth, but by something far deeper and more enduring. As sleep gently approaches, carry this calm reflection with you, wrapped in the quiet assurance of lasting peace beyond all earthly concerns. As the evening deepens and quiet fills the air, The powerful words of Psalm 50 invite you to reflect on the nature of true worship and sincere devotion. This psalm calls gently to your heart, encouraging a shift from empty rituals to genuine connection, a heartfelt relationship rooted in gratitude, honesty, and reverence. Picture yourself in a calm, sacred space, a quiet room softly lit by the gentle flicker of candlelight. The stillness invites your soul to pause, to listen deeply, and to consider the meaning of your own worship and faith. This moment is for you, a chance to breathe deeply, to soften your thoughts, and to embrace sincerity in all you do. The psalm reminds us that God does not seek mere outward displays, but treasures a spirit that is true and a heart that is fully present. Imagine this truth settling over you like a comforting blanket, dissolving any pretense or burden and welcoming you into a space of genuine peace and acceptance. Feel the warmth of understanding growing within you as you reflect on the blessings you have received, not as obligations, but as gifts to be cherished and shared. Let your breath flow slowly and evenly, each inhale drawing in peace and each exhale releasing tension and distractions. The words encourage us to offer thanksgiving as the true sacrifice, to honor life with integrity, and to walk humbly in faith. Imagine your worries and doubts gently melting away, replaced by a quiet confidence that comes from living authentically and with purpose. As you prepare to rest, allow these reflections to ease your mind and calm your spirit. Let the essence of sincere devotion and heartfelt worship be the last thought you hold as you drift into deep, restorative sleep. In the stillness of the night, Psalm 51 invites us into a deep and heartfelt moment of reflection and renewal. This psalm speaks of humility, repentance, and the cleansing power of grace, offering a gentle call to lay down our burdens and find healing in mercy. As you prepare to rest, allow these words to guide you toward inner peace and restoration. Imagine yourself in a quiet, sacred space, perhaps a peaceful garden under a starlit sky, where soft breezes carry the scent of fresh earth and blooming flowers. Here you can breathe deeply and open your heart, inviting healing light to touch every part of your being. The psalm begins with a sincere plea for forgiveness, a humble admission that we all fall short and seek renewal. Feel the warmth of compassion embracing you as you release feelings of guilt and regret. This psalm reminds us that mercy is abundant, and that true cleansing comes from a heart willing to change and seek goodness. With every breath, imagine the weight of past mistakes lifting gently, replaced by hope and the promise of new beginnings. The psalm speaks of a desire for a pure heart and a steadfast spirit. Visualize this as a soft, radiant light glowing within you, strengthening your resolve to walk a path of honesty and love. Let this light spread slowly, filling you with calm and confidence, quieting any restless thoughts that may disturb your rest. As you exhale, release all doubts and fears, trusting in the healing power of grace. Allow the steady rhythm of your breath and the psalm's tender words to soothe your soul, wrapping you in a blanket of peace and forgiveness. Drift slowly toward sleep, carrying with you the comforting knowledge that renewal is always possible, and that you are embraced by boundless love and mercy. As the quiet of the night envelops you, Psalm 52 invites reflection on the contrast between destructive pride and steadfast faith. This psalm paints a vivid picture of the consequences of deceit and arrogance, while gently reminding us of the strength found in trusting a higher power. Let these words guide you toward calm assurance as you prepare to rest. Picture a vast forest, where the tall trees stand firm against harsh winds and storms. Among them, one tree thrives because its roots reach deep into nourishing soil, while another withers in shallow ground. This image mirrors the Psalm's wisdom. Pride built on lies will falter, but those grounded in truth and faith will endure and flourish. As you breathe slowly and deeply, let this metaphor settle into your mind. Release any feelings of doubt or insecurity, knowing that real strength comes not from boasting or falsehood, but from integrity and trust. Feel your body relax as you connect with the quiet power of steadfastness. The psalm reminds us that those who misuse their words and actions will face the consequences of their choices. Yet, it also offers hope for those who remain faithful, promising that their hearts will be nourished and their spirits renewed. Imagine this renewal as a gentle stream flowing through your mind, washing away worry and filling you with peace. Allow the calm rhythm of your breath and the wisdom of these words to quiet your thoughts. Embrace the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are supported by an unwavering strength, one that transcends the temporary troubles of the day. As sleep gently calls you, carry this reassurance with you, wrapped in the steady peace that faith provides and rest fully in its embrace. As night draws near and the world quiets down, Psalm 53 gently invites you to reflect on the folly of ignoring truth and the hope that comes from trusting in divine wisdom. This psalm speaks to the emptiness that comes from turning away from goodness, yet it also holds a promise of salvation and restoration for those who seek the path of righteousness. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast, serene field. Beneath a starlit sky, the cool night air filling your lungs as you take slow, peaceful breaths. The stillness around you mirrors the quietness within, a perfect moment to contemplate the deeper truths of life and faith. This psalm reminds us that without God's guidance, our lives can lose direction, but with trust and humility, we find hope and purpose. Feel the gentle reassurance of these words washing over you like a calming tide. Let go of any fears or doubts that may have followed you through the day. Breathe deeply, and with each exhale, release the weight of confusion and uncertainty. Allow your mind to settle into the peaceful promise of divine protection and guidance. Psalm speaks of God's saving presence, a light shining in the darkness, ready to rescue those who turn toward Him. Imagine this light as a warm, comforting glow enveloping you, dispelling shadows and filling you with quiet confidence. This sacred light offers rest for your mind and soul, a sanctuary where worries dissolve and peace takes root. As you prepare to drift into sleep, carry this peaceful assurance with you. Let the calm wisdom of these ancient words guide you into a restful night wrapped in the gentle embrace of faith and hope. As the calm of night settles in, Psalm 54 invites you into a quiet space of trust and supplication. This psalm is a heartfelt plea for help and protection in times of trouble, reminding you that no matter the challenges faced, you are never alone. Let these comforting words wrap around your spirit as you prepare to rest deeply. Imagine yourself in a peaceful sanctuary, a place removed from the noise and worries of the day, where the soft glow of moonlight filters through tall windows. In this stillness, your heart reaches out in trust, seeking refuge and strength beyond what the world can offer. The psalm begins with a sincere call for divine intervention, a recognition that in vulnerability lies the power of connection. Feel the gentle assurance that comes with knowing help is near. Allow the warmth of this understanding to fill your chest, easing any tension or fear you might be holding on to. With every breath, imagine worries melting away, replaced by a quiet confidence born of faith. The words invite you to remember that you are heard and cared for, that your struggles matter and your cries for help are met with compassion. Picture a protective light surrounding you, a shield of love and safety that calms the restless mind and soothes the anxious heart. As you breathe slowly and deeply, let this psalm guide you toward peace. Feel your body relax, muscles soften, and your mind become still. Let go of all distractions, trusting that you are supported and held in a loving embrace. Drift gently toward sleep, carrying this sense of security and hope with you. Let the quiet strength of faith be the final thought before rest, bringing you calm and restoration through the night. In the quiet embrace of night, Psalm 55 opens a doorway to express deep feelings of anguish and the longing for peace. This psalm shares a heartfelt cry for relief from pain and betrayal, inviting you to release your burdens and find comfort in knowing you are not alone. As you prepare for rest, let these words gently calm your heart and mind. Picture yourself resting in a peaceful garden, the soft rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, the air cool and soothing against your skin. Here, in this sanctuary of stillness, you are free to lay down the heaviness you carry. The psalm begins with a call for God to hear the cries of the troubled soul, acknowledging the deep struggles that sometimes feel overwhelming. Feel the tender compassion that surrounds you as these words remind you that your pain is understood. Breathe slowly and deeply, allowing each breath to ease the tension in your body and the ache in your heart. The psalm acknowledges betrayal from close ones, the sharp sting of broken trust, yet it also points toward a refuge in divine care. Imagine a safe place where worries and fears gently dissolve, replaced by a quiet assurance that support and healing are near. Let your mind drift to a serene river flowing steadily, carrying away the weight of grief and confusion. The steady current brings renewal and calm. As you continue to breathe in this peaceful space, feel the psalm's invitation to cast your cares upon a higher power, trusting in a love that sustains even in the darkest moments. Allow the steady rhythm of your breath and the soothing cadence of these words to lull your spirit into restful calm. Let go fully now, surrendering to the comfort of night and faith. As sleep gently takes hold, carry with you the promise of peace and the strength to face a new day with hope. As night deepens and stillness wraps around you, Psalm 56 invites you into a moment of trust and surrender. This psalm is a profound expression of faith amid fear, a gentle reminder that even in times of distress you are held and protected. Let these words wash over you, quieting your mind and filling your heart with peace as you prepare to rest. Imagine yourself seated by a calm lakeside, the surface smooth like glass, reflecting the soft glow of the moon and stars. The cool night air whispers comfort as you breathe deeply, inhaling tranquility and exhaling worry. This psalm begins by acknowledging fear and threats, but moves quickly to affirm confidence in divine protection, offering a refuge from anxiety. Feel the reassuring presence surrounding you, a shield of calmness that softens the edges of your fears. Each breath draws you deeper into a sanctuary of safety, where you can release tension and find solace. The psalmist's words become a quiet song of hope, reminding you that your pain is seen and your pleas are heard. Picture your heart lifting, lightening with every syllable, as the promise of help steadies your spirit. Envision your worries gently fading, like shadows retreating before the dawn. In this sacred space you are free to rest, knowing that strength and mercy are always near. Allow the rhythm of your breath and the psalm's gentle cadence to lull your mind toward calm and quiet. Surrender your thoughts and cares into the hands of loving grace, trusting that you are supported beyond measure. As sleep gently enfolds you, carry this peaceful assurance within. Let the calm and confidence born of faith guide you into a night of deep, restorative rest. As the night grows still and the world quiets, Psalm 57 invites you to rest in the shelter of unwavering faith and divine protection. This psalm is a heartfelt call for mercy and refuge amid trials, encouraging you to find strength in the steadfast love that surrounds you. Let these words gently carry you toward peaceful sleep, soothing your mind and heart. Imagine yourself beneath a vast, star-filled sky, the soft twinkle of distant lights casting a gentle glow around you. The cool night air brings a sense of calm as you breathe slowly and deeply, letting the worries of the day slip away. The psalm begins with a plea for mercy, a humble reaching out for shelter in the midst of adversity. Feel the comforting embrace of this sacred space as the psalmist's words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Each breath draws you deeper into a place of safety and peace, where your spirit can relax and your heart can find rest. The psalm reminds you that even when facing challenges, you are held securely by a love that never fails. Picture a rock-solid refuge, steady and strong, a place where storms cannot reach you. This imagery settles within you, grounding your thoughts and calming any restless feelings. As the psalm continues, it shifts to praise and confidence, affirming that hope and joy can bloom even in difficult times. Allow this gentle reassurance to flow through you, washing away tension and filling you with serene trust. Feel your body soften, your mind quiet, and your heart lighten as you surrender to the peace offered by these ancient words. As sleep begins to come, carry this sense of safety and faith with you, knowing that you are never alone. Let the calm strength of this psalm be your companion through the night, bringing deep, restorative rest. As the night deepens and silence fills the air, Psalm 58 calls you to reflect on justice and truth, inviting you to release any bitterness or frustration that may linger in your heart. This psalm speaks to the desire for fairness and the hope that righteousness will prevail, offering a quiet space to lay down burdens and embrace peace. Let these words guide your mind toward calm and your spirit toward rest. Picture yourself in a serene forest clearing, the soft rustling of leaves the only sound as the gentle breeze caresses your skin. The shadows of towering trees stretch long and restful beneath the moon's gentle light. In this tranquil place, allow the weight of any anger or resentment to drift away, replaced by a sense of calm acceptance. The psalm reminds us that justice belongs to a higher power, one who sees all things clearly and acts with perfect wisdom. Imagine this divine justice as a gentle light, shining steadily through the darkness, bringing clarity and peace to your thoughts. With each breath, feel the tension ease, making room for forgiveness and understanding. Allow the soothing rhythm of your breath to match the steady flow of these words, calming the mind and relaxing the body. As you listen, envision your heart becoming lighter, freed from the heavy chains of anger or hurt. Let go fully, knowing that true peace comes from trust and surrender. As you prepare to drift into sleep, carry this peaceful assurance within you. Let the quiet strength of faith calm your thoughts and soothe your soul, inviting deep and restorative rest through the night. As the night enfolds you in its gentle embrace, Psalm 59 offers a powerful reminder of protection and deliverance amidst adversity. This psalm carries the voice of one seeking refuge from threats, yet it is filled with steadfast confidence in a loving guardian who watches over you always. Let these words settle your heart and mind as you prepare to rest. Visualize yourself in a quiet valley surrounded by soft hills that shelter you from the harsh winds of the world. The stars shimmer softly above, casting a gentle glow that invites peace and safety. Here, in this sacred space, you are free to release your worries and fears. The psalm begins with a heartfelt plea for rescue, recognizing the reality of challenges, but holding fast to hope. Feel the strength that comes from knowing you are not alone, that a watchful protector is near, ready to defend and comfort you. Each breath you take brings calm. Each word whispered in prayer lifts your spirit higher. The psalmist's voice echoes through the stillness, affirming that darkness cannot overcome the light of protection and love. Imagine a shield of light surrounding you, a barrier against harm, a source of warmth and security. Allow this vision to fill you with a deep sense of calm, softening tension and easing your mind. Trust in the promise that you are cared for, that even in the toughest moments, help is close at hand. As you breathe slowly and evenly, let these words guide you into a state of restful peace. Surrender your cares to the night and the divine watchfulness that never fades. Drift gently towards sleep, wrapped in the assurance of safety and love. As the evening settles softly around you, Psalm 60 opens a window to resilience and hope amid challenges. This psalm is a reflection on struggle and recovery, inviting you to acknowledge difficulties while trusting in restoration and strength. Let these words gently guide your thoughts toward peace and renewal as you prepare to rest. Imagine standing on a quiet hilltop just as twilight fades, the fading light painting the sky with soft hues of purple and blue. The air is cool and still, and the world seems to pause in a moment of calm reflection. Here, in this tranquil space, you can let go of the day's burdens and find strength in the promise of renewed hope. The psalm begins with an honest acknowledgement of hardship, recognizing times when the path feels uncertain and the heart is weighed down. But it quickly turns to a reminder of the enduring power of faith and the unshakable presence of a guiding hand. Feel the tension melt away as you breathe deeply, trusting in the promise that challenges can give way to new beginnings. Picture a strong foundation beneath your feet, steady and unwavering, supporting you through every trial. This foundation is the source of courage and confidence that lifts your spirit and steadies your mind. As the psalm continues, it calls you to look forward with hope and strength, embracing the calm certainty that comes from trusting in something greater. Allow these words to wrap around you like a comforting cloak, providing warmth and reassurance. Feel your body relax, your mind clear, and your heart steady as you prepare for peaceful rest. Let the gentle rhythm of your breath and the soft cadence of the psalm lead you toward deep, restorative sleep. As darkness gently falls and the quiet of night surrounds you, Psalm 61 invites you into a place of refuge and unwavering hope. This psalm speaks deeply of seeking shelter in times of weariness and longing for the steadfast presence of divine love. Let its soothing words carry you into a sanctuary of peace and calm, preparing your heart and mind for rest. Picture yourself standing beneath a vast sky, stars twinkling like distant promises, while a gentle breeze carries the scent of blooming night flowers. The world is hushed, wrapped in a blanket of tranquility. In this moment, you can lay down the burdens that weigh heavy on your spirit and turn your gaze toward a source of comfort that never fails. The psalmist begins with a heartfelt plea for help, expressing vulnerability and trust at once. There is an honest openness here, a reaching out for support, a desire to be held safe. Feel the tension in your body begin to dissolve as these words remind you that you are never truly alone. A strong and loving presence is always near, ready to provide shelter and peace. Imagine a towering refuge, steadfast and strong, offering shelter from the storms of life. This place of safety is within reach, inviting you to rest and restore. As the psalm continues, it speaks of a promise to be heard and a crown of honor to be bestowed, symbolizing the reward of faith and perseverance. Allow this gentle assurance to fill your heart, calming restless thoughts and soothing any lingering worries. Breathe deeply, feeling your body soften and your mind quiet. Let the steady rhythm of your breath blend with the tranquil cadence of these words, guiding you into a restful, healing sleep. As the night gently wraps the world in quiet stillness, Psalm 62 offers a deep and steady assurance of rest and trust. This psalm speaks of finding true refuge and strength in a calm, unwavering faith that sustains the soul through every trial. Let these soothing words settle your heart and ease your mind as you prepare to drift into restful sleep. Imagine yourself sitting by a calm lake at dusk, the water smooth and mirror-like, reflecting the soft glow of the fading light. The gentle sounds of nature surround you. A distant owl's call, the rustle of leaves, the soft whisper of the evening breeze. In this serene moment, feel the heaviness of the day lift away as you open yourself to peace. The psalmist begins by declaring a deep, quiet trust in the one who is your rock and salvation. There is no rush, no need to strive or worry, only the steady confidence that comes from knowing you are held securely. With every slow breath, feel this certainty grow within you, grounding your spirit and calming your thoughts. Visualize this rock, solid and unmovable, standing firm beneath your feet no matter what storms may come. It is your stronghold, a place of safety and peace where your soul can rest without fear. The psalm reminds you that true strength and salvation come from this unshakable foundation, a source of hope that never fades. Allow the rhythm of your breath to align with the gentle flow of these words, each one a balm to your weary heart. Let go of any tension or anxiety, trusting fully in the quiet power of faith to sustain you through the night. As you prepare to sleep, carry this deep peace within you, knowing that you are safe, loved, and protected. As night gently descends and quiet envelops the world, Psalm 63 draws you into a deep longing for connection and spiritual nourishment. This psalm is a heartfelt expression of thirst for the presence of the divine, offering a serene and intimate space for your soul to find satisfaction and peace. Let these calming words guide your heart and mind into restful stillness. Imagine yourself in a quiet desert under a vast, star-filled sky. The cool night air whispers softly around you as the endless expanse of the heavens stretches above, inviting awe and contemplation. In this peaceful solitude, your soul reaches out, yearning for a deeper closeness that fills every emptiness. The psalmist's voice reveals a profound desire to seek and hold fast to this presence, finding joy and strength even in moments of solitude and longing. Feel this yearning as a gentle flame within you, softly burning with hope and trust, warming your spirit against the chill of night. Visualize the life-giving water that quenches thirst in the desert, a symbol of the soul's deep need for renewal and sustenance. Each word of the psalm flows like a refreshing stream, inviting you to drink deeply and be filled with peace that surpasses understanding. With every breath, feel your heart calm and your mind clear as you rest in this sacred connection. Allow the gentle rhythm of your breathing to match the soothing cadence of these words, guiding you toward a place of quiet contentment and renewal. As sleep approaches, carry this sense of spiritual satisfaction within you, knowing that your soul is nourished and your spirit at peace. As the world grows still and the quiet of night settles softly around you, Psalm 64 invites you to reflect on protection and the quiet strength that comes from trusting in a higher power. This psalm acknowledges the presence of hidden threats and challenges, yet it reassures you that justice and peace will ultimately prevail. Let these comforting words guide you into a serene and restful state, easing your mind and soothing your spirit. Picture yourself in a peaceful forest, glade at twilight, surrounded by tall trees whose leaves whisper gently in the evening breeze. The fading light filters softly through the branches, casting delicate shadows that dance slowly on the forest floor. In this calm, natural sanctuary, you are safe and protected from harm. The psalmist speaks honestly about the fears and anxieties that arise when danger seems near, those quiet worries and unseen threats that can disturb your peace. But within these words is a profound reassurance. No harm can truly overcome the one who places trust in divine protection. Feel the tension begin to ease as you imagine yourself shielded by an invisible guardian, watching over you with unwavering care. Visualize the calm power of justice, like a steady river that flows beneath the surface, carrying away negativity and restoring balance. This river's gentle current invites you to release your fears and doubts, allowing peace to rise within your heart. With every slow breath, feel your mind clear and your body relax, sinking deeper into tranquility. Allow the soothing rhythm of your breathing to blend with the gentle cadence of this psalm, carrying you toward deep rest and restorative sleep. Trust in the quiet strength that surrounds you, knowing that protection and peace are yours as you surrender to the night's embrace. As the night deepens and the world softly quiets, Psalm 65 gently opens a space of gratitude and awe for the beauty and provision found in the natural world and divine care. This psalm invites you to rest in the peaceful assurance that all things are held in loving hands, and that life's needs are met with kindness and abundance. Let these tranquil words wash over you like a gentle evening breeze, soothing your mind and preparing you for restful sleep. Imagine yourself standing in a lush valley at dusk, surrounded by rolling hills that glow with the soft colors of twilight. The air is fresh and filled with the subtle sense of blooming flowers and rich earth. In this serene landscape, a quiet sense of thankfulness rises within you, a deep appreciation for the gifts that sustain and nourish life. The psalmist begins by praising the one who hears prayers and forgives sins, who brings peace and renewal to the earth. There is a profound sense of harmony here, where the cycles of nature reflect the faithful care that supports all creation. Feel your heart soften as you imagine streams flowing gently, fields yielding abundant harvests, and skies blessing the land with gentle rain. Picture the steady rhythm of the seasons, each one unfolding with perfect timing, nurturing growth and restoring balance. This natural order invites you to relax and trust that your own life, too, is part of a greater plan filled with care and purpose. With every breath, sense the quiet strength that comes from this trust, calming worries and opening space for peace. Allow the soothing cadence of these words to lull your thoughts, helping you let go of the day's stresses and drift into a calm, restorative sleep. Feel gratitude fill your heart as you rest, knowing you are cradled in the gentle embrace of care and provision. As the evening shadows lengthen and the world settles into a hushed calm, Psalm 66 invites you to join in a joyful celebration of life's blessings and the enduring faith that carries us through every challenge. This psalm is a beautiful reminder to lift your heart in gratitude and trust, embracing the gentle peace that follows sincere praise. Let these comforting words envelop your spirit, soothing your mind as you prepare to rest. Imagine yourself standing by a flowing river under a vast twilight sky, the water sparkling with the last light of day. The soft sounds of rippling currents and rustling leaves create a natural melody that quiets your thoughts and grounds you in the present moment. In this peaceful setting, a feeling of deep thankfulness begins to bloom inside you. The psalmist calls upon all the earth to shout joyfully and sing praises, acknowledging the wonders and steadfast love that shape our lives. There is a rich sense of connection here, a shared experience of awe and reverence that transcends all worries and fears. Feel your heart expand with this sense of unity and trust, allowing gratitude to fill every corner of your being. Picture the moments when you have faced trials and uncertainty, and recall the strength that carried you through, like a light shining steadily in the darkest night. This psalm reassures you that even in difficulties, there is a loving presence guiding and protecting you. With each breath, let this reassurance settle deeply within, easing any lingering tension or unrest. Allow the gentle rhythm of your breathing to blend with the peaceful flow of these words, leading you gently into a state of calm and restfulness. As you prepare to sleep, carry this joyful peace in your heart, knowing you are safe, cherished, and deeply cared for. As the night envelops the world in quiet stillness, Psalm 67 offers a gentle blessing of hope and grace, inviting you to rest in the comforting presence of divine favor. This psalm speaks of a world filled with light and joy, where kindness flows freely and peace is shared among all people. Let these uplifting words bring calm to your heart and ease your mind, guiding you into a deep and restful sleep. Picture yourself in a wide-open meadow beneath a starry sky, the soft glow of moonlight illuminating the grass and wildflowers around you. The gentle breeze carries a sweet fragrance, and the quiet hum of nature sings a lullaby that soothes your soul. In this serene moment, a sense of hope and blessing wraps around you like a warm, gentle embrace. The psalmist prays for God's grace and favor to shine upon us, bringing light to every corner of the earth. Imagine this light spreading slowly and softly, dissolving darkness and filling hearts with warmth and peace. This radiant blessing invites all nations to join in harmony, sharing kindness and joy as a beautiful melody of unity. Feel the gentle pulse of this prayer as it moves through you, reminding you that you are part of a larger, loving community. Even as you prepare to rest, this sense of belonging and blessing remains, comforting you deeply. With every breath, let your worries fade away, replaced by the peaceful glow of hope. Let these tranquil words flow gently with your breathing, helping your mind to quiet and your body to relax completely. As you drift towards sleep, carry this sense of divine blessing with you, wrapped in the warmth of peace and the promise of a new day. As the evening calm deepens and you settle into stillness, Psalm 68 invites you to reflect on the strength and majesty that uplifts and carries us through life's challenges. This psalm celebrates the power of divine protection and the joyful presence that fills the hearts of those who trust. Let these inspiring words wrap around your spirit like a gentle cloak, soothing your mind and preparing you for a restful night's sleep. Imagine standing atop a high mountain at dusk, the world stretched out beneath you in a vast panorama. The cool breeze brushes softly against your skin as the sky deepens to rich shades of blue and purple. In this elevated place there is a profound sense of awe and peace, a reminder of the greatness that surrounds and supports us. The psalmist speaks of God as a mighty protector, a refuge for the weary and a guide for the lost. Feel the reassurance in these words, like a strong hand reaching out to steady you when life feels uncertain. The psalm paints vivid images of triumphant procession and celebration, evoking a joyful spirit that can lift even the heaviest heart. Picture the blessings that flow from this divine strength, like rivers bringing life and renewal wherever they go. This steady flow encourages you to release your burdens and find rest in the certainty of care and protection. With every breath, sink deeper into this peaceful trust, letting it calm your thoughts and relax your body. Let the rhythm of your breathing blend with the calm, uplifting tone of this psalm, guiding you gently into rest. As you prepare to sleep, hold on to the peace and strength offered here, knowing you are supported and loved through every moment. As the quiet night deepens, Psalm 69 calls to the depths of our souls, expressing a heartfelt plea for rescue and mercy amid times of distress. This psalm captures the raw emotions of feeling overwhelmed and misunderstood, yet it is also a powerful reminder of hope and steadfast faith that can carry us through even the darkest moments. Let these honest and soothing words guide your heart to a place of peace and rest as you prepare for sleep. Picture yourself in a quiet, shadowed valley just before dawn, surrounded by the soft silhouettes of trees and hills. The cool, gentle air brushes your skin as a gentle stillness settles over the land. In this serene solitude, you can safely bring your worries and burdens, knowing they will be heard and carried with compassion. The psalmist pours out a deep cry for help, describing feelings of sorrow and exhaustion. Yet beneath this vulnerability lies an unwavering trust in the presence of divine grace. Imagine these words as a comforting embrace, a balm that softens the ache of loneliness and fear. Even when life feels heavy, the psalm reminds us that we are not alone. There is always a refuge to be found in faith. Allow yourself to breathe deeply and release the weight of your struggles with each exhale. Feel the peace that comes from knowing that help is near and that mercy will restore your spirit. This psalm gently encourages us to surrender our fears and find solace in the enduring love that surrounds us. As your body relaxes and your mind begins to quiet, let the calming cadence of these words lull you toward a restful and healing sleep. Trust in this quiet strength and carry its gentle comfort with you into the night. As night gently falls and the world grows quiet, Psalm 70 invites you into a moment of urgent yet peaceful prayer, a heartfelt call for swift help and deliverance. Though brief, this psalm carries the weight of deep trust and reliance on divine aid in times of need. Let the earnest tone and sincere words wash over you like a gentle stream, calming your mind and preparing your heart for peaceful rest. Picture yourself in a calm, secluded garden, surrounded by soft shadows and the faint fragrance of blooming flowers. The air is cool and still, and the quiet of the evening wraps around you like a comforting blanket. In this place you can express your deepest needs without hesitation, knowing that your voice is heard with love and compassion. The psalmist cries out for help quickly, not with panic, but with a calm confidence that relief will come. Imagine this plea as a quiet ripple across still waters, gentle yet persistent, carrying your own requests for peace and protection. Even when urgency fills your thoughts, there is a sense of trust and hope that steady your spirit. Let your breathing slow as you focus on this call for help, feeling it transform into a soothing rhythm that quiets anxiety and invites calm. Feel the comfort of knowing that you are supported, that help is near, and that peace will soon follow. This simple yet profound prayer is a reminder that no matter what troubles we face, we can rest assured in the care that surrounds us. As you prepare to drift into sleep, carry this sense of urgent yet peaceful trust with you, allowing it to soften your worries and cradle you in gentle rest. As we come to the close of this peaceful journey through the comforting words of the Psalms, may the gentle blessings and prayers you've heard tonight settle softly over your heart and mind. Let the sacred promises of hope, protection, and mercy cradle you as you drift deeper into restful, healing sleep. Remember, these timeless words are always here to guide you back to calmness whenever you need them. If this quiet time has brought you comfort and peace, I warmly invite you to subscribe to our channel so you can return again and again for more soothing scripture readings and moments of spiritual rest. By subscribing, you become part of this community of hearts seeking peace, and together we'll continue to find calm in the embrace of God's Word. Thank you for sharing this serene moment with me. May your night be filled with tranquility, and may you awaken refreshed, wrapped in grace and light. Sleep well, and God bless.